Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Lawsplaining the Interwebs. I'm your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. And today we have a very special guest from Encyclopedia Dramatica. We have EZPZ. How are you, sir?
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
It's going okay. I actually had a colossal screw up yesterday on
hmm
YouTube.
Oh
Um,
yeah, well, I have a little grievance with you that we need to air out here in public.
oh, do you?
You told, well, yes, because you told me that we're supposed to do the stream yesterday, and I set up an alarm clock for early in the morning because I live in Israel and it's like 6 a.m. here. But luckily, I did not actually wake up, so
Yeah.
all's well that ends well.
Well, to be fair, I meant today when I
Oh,
told you
you meant today.
yesterday. Yeah, that's
It's
how.
my fault. I should have figured that out. I'm sorry. That was my
Well,
mistake.
I learned last night that lawyers always lie, so you should have known when I told you what day it was that was incorrect. It was literally any day other than that day.
Other, yeah, well, that was my mistake. That was mea culpa.
Yeah, thank you. I will bill you for that mistake. No, but I made a different mistake as
hmm
well. I had been unlisting live streams because YouTube hates them. And
Oh,
so
oh, now I know what the mistake was.
right, yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
I
hated
thought
it. Oh, go ahead.
I thought there was something wrong with fucking YouTube. They once they
There
threatened to
is.
stop showing your subscription feed in chronological order, and I go into YouTube and I have 17 Nick Rekieta streams showing up on my fucking timeline. I'm like, those fuckers finally did it. I will never be able to find out who uploaded a video now.
Yeah, so I didn't mean for that to happen.
Hmm.
So I had been unlisting the streams, and then I got feedback from people for a while that everybody hated the unlisting thing. So I put up a poll, and people were like, we like these clips and stuff, but we hate the unlisted streams. So I said, okay, I hate it too. I hate it too, mainly because I have to, keep answering questions, and it's more work for
Yeah.
me. So I might as
Mhm.
well just go back to the old way. So
Yeah.
I relisted a couple of the videos, and then
Mhm.
I checked with some people. I'm like, okay, did you guys get any notifications or anything? They said no. I was like, all right, perfect. I'll just relist all of them at once. And since they're like 3 weeks old, I figured YouTube wasn't that stupid that they would
Nope.
dump them to the front of everyone's subscription feed. But then they did. And I was like, Jesus Christ, what am I supposed to do? And then you can't undo it. And
Nope.
so far, that
Mhm.
little mix up has cost me 500 subscribers. So, because apparently people actually do use that subscription tab, and they now hate me forever.
I use it. I use it. Well,
So,
listen, I like to think of it as weeding out the weak. So
yes.
yeah, you didn't lose much.
No,
If they
I
can't
weeded out myself. There you
if
go.
they can't handle concentrated Rekieta energy, they are weak and they don't deserve to be subscribed to you. Okay?
I like you. I need you around more often.
Yeah,
My ego
I'm a
grew.
good wingman.
My ego just grew like the Grinch's heart or whatever. Um, but but yeah. So you and I, talked about doing a stream together like 2 years ago or something,
Oh yeah.
and never
Oh yeah.
really got around to it. Back when Maddox was still suing Dick.
Yeah.
And we never got around to it, but now an opportunity has presented itself. And do you want to
Well,
kind of? Yeah, go.
opportunities have presented themselves in the past too. Because every time someone threatens to sue us, I go to you. I'm like, hey Nick. I'm not asking you for legal advice. Just look at this shit. Look, crazy guy threatening to sue us again. Check this out. That's funny.
Yeah,
So, but we've been meaning to stream together for a while. So
yeah.
you want me to give us some background on this?
I would love it if you would, because well, I mentioned before stream that I don't know who this guy is, but you corrected me on that and reminded me
hmm
that I at least have a preliminary introduction to this person.
Yeah.
And I wish I remembered his Twitter handle, because I would look up the DMs. But do you know his Twitter handle offhand? I couldn't find it on the
Uh,
ED page, so he might have nuked it.
no, but could. I think I remember which stream you talked about him and you showed it on screen. It was Mr. Something.
Okay,
I
I'll
could
see if I can
I
find it while we talk.
yeah, I can hold on. I'll give you a link to the stream and you can go look at it because I think I was looking for it too just a few days ago to make sure that it is the guy I think it is. So it should be still here in my history. So let me just
Okay, yeah.
scroll on down and find it real quick.
So long story short, while he's looking for that, guys, I guess I'll
Mhm.
do a little bit of housekeeping stuff. Yesterday, of course, was a stream with PPP. It was a little bit weird, but I thought it ultimately went well. I know there was some fire in the chat, and it's one of my most controversially downvoted streams, which it's got about a 9% downvote rate, which is pretty big for upvotes to downvotes. So that was fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. I don't know. I've gotten some varying feedback from people on like why would you let this guy say that stuff, or you must agree with him. And I'll tell you, obviously, well, it should be obvious. There's a lot of stuff I don't agree with PPP on, but that's fine. I thought we had a good show, and people can disagree with people and still be civil. And for the most part, we kept it pretty civil. So it was a good time. But
Hey, listen, Nick,
yeah,
I got some bad news. As I suspected, he had already deleted his Twitter account, something he does quite often. He makes a new account, harasses a bunch of people, and deletes it immediately.
Oh,
So
okay.
no,
So it's
but
gone.
I'll remind you of his Twitter handle because that's pretty entertaining. His Twitter handle was at MeTooRay.
Okay. At Me Too Ray. I wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I probably lost those. Sometimes you can like pull up old DMs, but that one seems to be gone. Was it
Yeah, when you
METOORAY?
Yep, that was that.
Okay, yeah.
When someone deletes their account, Twitter now deletes your DMs with them as well. So
That's a
that's unfortunate.
terrible
But
thing that they
yeah,
do. I hate that
they
company
used to
with a
not do
passion.
that, but now they're doing it. Yeah.
But okay, so anyway, so this guy though, his name is Kevin Mann,
Hmm.
and he has decided to sue Encyclopedia Dramatica. The last well, back when this first kind of sprung up, am I right in thinking you told him I was your lawyer or something? And
Yes, he was on Twitter threatening to sue us, and I told him that if he wants to sue us, you should contact my lawyer, Nick Rekieta, which he did not take as a joke, and immediately contacted you to send you veiled threats.
yeah, and I think he threatened to sue me at the same
I believe so.
time.
Yes,
It's like, who are you, you weirdo?
and I think he called you boy or something like that.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
he's a very intimidating fellow, and
very.
he seems like someone with a good deal of loathing and rage built
Yeah.
up just beneath the surface.
But
But
let me tell
yeah.
you something. Since then, I have made it a policy that whenever someone threatens to sue me or ED, I tell them that you are our lawyer, but you are not authorized to accept service on our behalf. So they can figure that out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mhm.
That's fine. And if they message me and I'm like waking up in the morning or afternoon or whatever it is, and I'm all groggy and I get some weird screaming DMs, I'm okay with that. That's not the
Yeah.
worst thing in the world. It's usually funny. So here's so I did interact with Kevin briefly, but I don't know anything about him. So what I was hoping is that you could kind of give me some background. I've got the ED page on him pulled up. I don't know if we should put it on stream because it's weird.
You did last time.
And
You read it in its entirety.
yeah, did I do that? God, that sounds like a
Yes.
funnier stream than I remember it being. So that's
Mhm.
great. But I hope you could kind of let us know about him a little bit, and then maybe we can go through the lawsuit and comment about it
Well,
as much as you're comfortable doing.
Well, I know only so much about him. I wasn't really involved with him, but generally, the gist of it is this: he is a personal trainer, I believe, who is obsessed with his hair loss. I'm not sure if he's lost all. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's lost all his hair and gotten hair plugs, or if he's in very early stages of hair loss and is completely just single-mindedly focused on it. But he has been for several years now online, constantly talking about hair loss, constantly talking about hair loss products, posting everything he can about it, accusing other people of being bald. And at some
I'm not
point,
bald. You're bald.
yeah, exactly. And at some point, he had come to our attention. I'm not sure. I think someone just didn't like him and wrote an article about it. And we had a data loss, so a lot of this is probably lost now. Like maybe it's on the way back machine, but he showed up on our forum, yelled at a bunch of people. So of course, in retaliation, they started digging up his information, found a bunch of weird like posts on I think E-Bombs World, where he seemingly lusts over underage girls, and he insists that it's not him. It is absolutely not him. His account has been hacked. He is not. He is not a pedo. He's not racist. All of that is someone. It's either a hack or it is someone else with the same username as him. The story changes from time to time as to how those posts showed up on the internet. He is not jealous of black people of being superior to him. That's
No,
something
that definitely isn't real at all. I don't know why
definitely not.
why would you suggest that?
And to this day, he still has a YouTube channel where he regularly uploads his endless fucking screeds and rants about his hair loss. Just nothing, talks about nothing all day besides him losing his hair. By the way, if you scroll up in our DMs, you will find several screenshots, well, two screenshots right up top of things that he has sent to you, which you have very perplexedly sent back to me trying to understand why this guy is harassing you in your DMs. If you'd
Oh,
like to read
okay.
those.
Oh yeah, there they are. That's
Mhm.
right. This is the guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So here is I did pull up on stream some potential reasons why people might think he is jealous of black people. I'll just read this quote where he shares DJ Ramanisi's video. So this must be from Facebook. And his quote is proof that black genetics are superior. Bigger muscles, better strength, only ethnic group that can pull off the bald look. Bigger dink, your choice, ladies. So there you go.
By the way,
yeah, go
this is worth mentioning because you mentioned Maddox, and that reminded me. At one point, he was one of Maddox. This thing has been doing this for years, where he pulls up angry fan mail and comments that he's gotten in response to them. So Maddox has done that to him because he had once left him an angry comment accusing Maddox of trying to hide his baldness. So he is constantly projecting his own fear of hair loss onto absolutely everyone. Just fucking, hey Maddox, I can tell you're hiding, you're moving the camera to hide the fact that you're bald. Everyone knows he's bald. Everyone known he's bald for like a decade.
Yeah.
So
Maddox's baldness is I mean
not a state secret, no.
Very little very high transparency on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you reminded me about the screenshots here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, do I have Okay. Damn, I only have part of it. But he told me to put a firm litigation hold. This is the context of the beginning of this tweet. A firm litigation hold on all of my communications with you. With you, my client. Because apparently this guy doesn't realize how attorney-client privilege would work. Which is where if I did have client related communications with you,
that would be privileged.
Yeah, right. So you could try and put a litigation hold on it all day. One, I'm going to preserve it, and two, or I was going to preserve it anyway, and two, you'll never see it in your entire life. So
Yeah.
he's obviously working with at least 1 digit of IQ, but I think he may have made it into double. I'm not sure. But so my response here is not sure why you'd suggest my firm have a litigation hold on it, and Twitter DMs aren't effective service. Yeah. Oh, that's right. He said you've been served. He tried to serve me a litigation hold. That's right. And so then he's like, I have to serve it? Oh, okay. Will do. Actually, that's debatable. Especially if a cell phone video is on my monitor. Wait, what? Anyway, you're on notice, and I told you what they told me. Thanks. Didn't mean to intrude. I'm going to have my lawyer report you to the bar. They won't listen to me, but I suspect they will. The attorney I hire. What is done in the dark will be brought to the light.
Very ominous.
Those all came. All of that was within 2 minutes of my response to him. So then I have the next one. I'm gonna move on to the second image here. I just want people to get an idea of the sanity of Kevin Mann. You've got to know what we're dealing with, and some of you may not have seen the show, or if you're like me and you're suffering from early onset Alzheimer's, you forgot that I even covered this before. But here he goes. This is about an hour later. He says, "You'll cross a more serious line soon enough. Funny, I'm an odds maker." And I said, "I haven't crossed any line, so it's impossible to cross a comparative line." And he says, "You have ties to Anonymous. Hacking is terrorism." So, you guys, it's been exposed. I have finally been exposed. Hacking, ties to Anonymous. I know Ron's been going off and spurging lately about someone hacking his DMs. Obviously that it was my anonymous ties and me specifically doing it. Now there's video proof for Ron. So I respond, of course, that I have ties to everyone. He's like, "Not like this. Whittle Sowo attorney is so powerful." So he's now talking like a furry. Is there any evidence that this guy's a furry? Do we know?
Oh no, he is the opposite of furry. All his fur is disappearing. That's a problem.
Right, yes.
Okay.
He must be envious of their beautiful, luscious manes.
Yeah. Listen, Nick, you have crossed the line. You have crossed a line. That line is his hairline, and you will pay.
So I respond, "Yeah, no one is as metal as I am." And then he blocked me right after that. And he blocked me before my message of super badass went through. So this is Kevin Mann.
So now
guys.
he'll never know that you're a super badass, unfortunately.
I know, unless he watches this show apparently, or
unless
the other
he
one.
watches this, yeah.
But here is Kevin Mann. I've got him pulled up on stream just for you guys, and I want to let you guys know that I early on in my internet career ran across the evil villains of Encyclopedia Dramatica, who tried to steal my metadata through spyware ads that shut down my recordings and my computer in a furious attempt to not have them locked with like a $250 ransom payment to the fake FBI. But
that's a classic video.
But no, so here's Kevin Mann. Yeah, sorry, he's shirtless here, and I think the right one is more disturbing, where he's doing like the blue steel face from what was that Ben Stiller movie? Zoolander.
Wow. Zoolander, exactly.
Right. He's doing that and showing his not at all receding hairline. It's definitely still there. It's the same hairline he's always had, never at him about it.
He's got like the vampire hairline thing going on.
Right. The problem with that is that vampires take hundreds of years to have a hairline recede that far. And his seems to be in just a matter of days.
It's in a rapid decline, like just complete free fall.
Yeah, actually, here's the picture that's lower. It is really not doing well for him. So so this is the guy, Kevin Mann. You guys can check it out. if you want, by going to Encyclopedia Dramatica's page on him. And I think there's a link right on the front page of the lawsuit stuff. And so you can go right to it. We probably won't spend a lot of time on the page itself. I just wanted to bring it up so you guys know.
We've covered it in the past. You have.
Right. Yeah.
No need to repeat it.
Oh, yeah. So here's Maddox's video on the hate mail that he was in.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh.
And then, yeah, here's his Facebook stuff is weird. Oh, I guess we can show his obsessive posts down at the bottom. Where he responds to name this porn whore, and it's a picture of a child. Presumably this child grows up to be a porn star, I would think. Is that what's going on here?
I'm not entirely sure, honestly.
Someone says it's Chrissy, or who the F is Chrissy Lynn. And then he says, I wonder if she had experienced dick yet at the age she is in that photo. That's not a good look.
Yeah, not at all. But listen, he was hacked and it was someone else's account, both at the same time.
I'm glad he was hacked because those are very unfortunate sort of looking messages. Mm-hmm. But speaking of I'm gonna switch off of this unfortunate shirtless picture of him and get over to the lawsuit. So do you have a copy of that thing pulled up?
Yeah, I have a copy of it here.
Mm-hmm. All right. How do we want to do this? I mean, we can read it if we want, or we could just talk about it. I don't know what you would.
Let's read it. There's some choice elements there. That I think it would be more fun to just go through this.
Okay.
It's only 13 pages, so. Yeah,
it's not a long one, and some of the first 2 pages are just proof of the summons. They're the summons and proof of service, so that's great. So here we have the complaint. So the parties are Kevin Mann, an individual residing in the state of Colorado, county of Arapahoe, which is
Arapahoe.
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate county name. I think the Native Americans did us dirty because we took their land or whatever. So they're like, no, just call your county after some of our words. What are your words? Yeah. Well, try out Arapahoe. That's a good one. The plaintiff is informed and believes that at all times relevant herein, defendant Jacob Stelmach was an individual residing and or owning a residence located in the state of Nevada, county of Washoe. So who's Jacob Stelmach?
I believe it is our current admin, allegedly. Not going to confirm or deny that.
No, that's up for him to figure out.
Yeah,
on his own. But so this is someone who's alleged to be an admin at Encyclopedia Dramatica, and okay, so then plaintiff is informed and believed that the defendant, Encyclopedia Dramatica, is a Nevada limited liability company doing business in the state of Nevada. So I assume you won't confirm or deny that either.
I can confirm that maybe we're a limited liability company. Like I don't own the site. I can confirm this. If we were a limited liability company, we might theoretically only have $6 in our corporate account.
I mean, that's a possibility. It's when basically all property owned by a company is like internet intellectual property. There may not be a huge bank account attached to it. So
if we lose, he'll bankrupt us. I don't know how we'll pay his $1 million lawsuit with our $6.
I mean, you're bankrupt going to Burger King at this point.
Yeah.
With get a business loan for it. So that's great. The other thing, of course, is that if you're a limited liability company, he's going to have a very hard time going after some other defendant like Jacob Stelmach, unless he can prove that Jacob Stelmach is the entirety of Encyclopedia Dramatica and that the actions of the site are his actions.
Which they aren't, because it's a free to edit site, and his article and the people he is suing were all just random people just editing his article. So
yeah, apparently he doesn't understand how wikis work.
Nope.
But yeah, so good job there. I can't wait to see his theory on piercing the veil of liability reduction. So then he has John Doe's 1 through 5, and row corporations, which are aborted corporations, 6 through 10. So apparently, I guess he's thinking there's a shell game. Although, to be fair, I think this is like a pleading requirement in some states, because I see it in California where they include the possibility of other defendants, even though most other states just recognize that you may add other defendants later and you don't have to name them as John Doe's prior. But I think if California does it, Nevada might have a similar sort of requirement.
No, the John Does here are the various people who edited his article, by the way.
Oh, okay. Who therefore sues said defendants by fictitious names. Each of the defendants designated herein as Does 1 through 5 and the row corporations are responsible in some manner for the events and happenings referred to and caused damage approximately to plaintiff as alleged herein. Oh, I can't wait to see what his damages are. Plaintiff will ask leave of this court to amend. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Jurisdiction. Yeah. So this is the Second Judicial District Court in Nevada. So is this federal court?
I don't know.
Second Judicial. No. State of Nevada. Okay. So he's going into Nevada as a Colorado guy to sue them in Nevada. All right. Personal jurisdiction by this court over defendants is proper because he resides in Washoe County. NAP transacts business in Washoe County. Sounds good. Statement of facts. All right. So February 2020, plaintiff was informed on his YouTube platform that defendants were posting false and derogatory statements about plaintiff on the World Wide Web, hereinafter the internet. Okay, so his YouTube platform.
Does he actually have to specify that? Is that like a normal thing to do?
I think judges now are familiar that the internet exists now, but
I think a little redundant. Yeah.
Yeah, he could have just said on the internet. Rather than the World Wide Web, which I haven't heard it called that since I remember my grandparents finding out that there was an internet. And that was the first and last time someone referred to it unironically as the World Wide Web. Okay, so what YouTube platform is this? Because I looked on the page and there's one YouTube page that is broken, and then there's a second YouTube page.
Oh, you simply need to go to YouTube and you go to the search bar and you write Kevin Mann, okay? And then the first video that shows up for me, first of all, it's his. First, I see his his YouTube account, and then there's various videos about hair loss. First one is, does Finstride stop hair loss long term? He really hates Finstride. There's a hair loss stopping company, Cream, and he has like a continuous grudge against them. He feels that he had been wronged by them, and he constantly posts propaganda against them on the internet to explain to people that I'm seeing another video called "Stop Fearing Finstride." It seems that their relationship has improved since the last time since we've written that article. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that.
So now he does believe in them. I'm not sure why he needs Finstride. Like, does Finstride work on hair plugs? I don't think so.
So here we go. Let's check out these. This guy's got 12,000 subscribers, and he's actually getting decent views for that subscriber count. He's still posting videos. 5.8K one day ago. Does Finstride stop hair loss long term? Then he's got Hair Guard Grow Comb, worst of the hair loss industry. Can minoxidil give you a heart attack? Does caffeine stop hair loss?
I'm not looking at the stream. Are you showing them his actual YouTube channel?
Yeah, I've got it pulled up here.
He really likes Dragon Ball Z, it seems.
Yep, he's apparently a Dragon Ball Z fan. I wonder if he watches the show. Since I've talked a lot about Dragon Ball Z in the past here. He's also got Andre the Giant. He's got a 455-pound trap bar deadlift from 2 months ago. So he's doing well on that. Yeah, this guy has a lot of hair issues.
This is in non-stop talking about hair. I told you, just mention hair next to him and be ready for an endless lecture about hair and hair loss and how he is not bald. Okay,
Right.
He will not be slandered by being called bald on the internet under any circumstances. There are a
Uh,
lot of videos here.
I mean, should teens use finasteride for hair loss? No. There you
No,
go.
no,
Are
no,
teens losing hair in droves?
nope.
Um, weak vegan attempt strongman training.
Like I imagine there's like some kid being irradiated because he's dying of leukemia, and Kevin Mann barges into his hospital room. He's like, "Hey, have you thought about using hair stride to help you with that bald spot you got there?" Sir, I'm 17. I'm dying of cancer. This Finstride isn't going to help me. I'm going to be dead soon. Thank you.
Yeah, this guy is how I build strength and muscle as a vegan. Oh, okay. That's all I needed to
Oh,
know about him.
mm,
He wouldn't lose his hair if he just ate some meat. That's the
yep.
problem. That's the problem.
Maybe the problem.
Oh my god.
I mean, he seems to be in better shape than Vegan Gains, but he seems to be twice as likely to kill a baby for no reason. So
He's in better shape than me, that's for sure.
yep,
He's putting in work. Why didn't he just do like a fitness channel rather than like what's with the hair stuff? What does
he's
that have to do
obsessed with it. That's why he won't.
Yeah, I
It has
know.
nothing to do with it. He's just completely obsessed with it.
Castor oil for hair loss, does it work?
Yeah.
I hope so. I need to supplement my law content with hair loss content, I think. This is great. Okay, I'm gonna pull the lawsuit back up one.
Yeah, let's keep going with that.
So, all right. Defendants have posted false and derogatory statements concerning plaintiff on the internet through their platform Encyclopedia Dramatica, which is accessible at encyclopediadramatica.wiki. One of the known blogs written by defendants on this website is accessible at encyclopediadramatica.wiki. Kevin Mann, here and after
This is not a
webpage
blog.
or postings, which was last edited on July 10th, 2020.
Why did he call us a blog?
Yeah, one of the known
We're not
blogs.
a blog.
Yeah, I guess he's calling the wiki entries as individual blogs. And notice, okay, so they go through a lot of they go through the trouble to inform the judge that the World Wide Web is the internet. But they don't go to the trouble of explaining to a judge what a blog is. So blogs post-date the internet, I think. I would think that's a less common term, but okay.
Yeah.
According to the history chronicled on the actual webpage, the postings regarding plaintiff were first posted on March 7th, 2015 by a user with the username TurboGook. Come on. No. No. Why, Kevin?
TurboGook was a regular user who I believe was neither turbo nor an actual gook. So that's false advertisement.
Yeah, that's he should include him for lying. Someone just said that's in a court document that it is.
Yep.
And that's important to remember. I need depending on how many more various racial slurs will be included in this web lawsuit, I need some. I'm gonna just pour the rest of this whiskey.
Go ahead.
So pardon me.
There aren't many on this actual complaint, but I intend to say several.
Okay,
so just warning.
Good. Do you drink?
No, I don't drink.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Sorry to disappoint.
No, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, son. No.
Thank you.
Twin Blaster says, "Hey Nick, first time ever super chat. Hey, thank you. As a resident of Nevada, more specifically Washoe County, Reno represent, I can't let you mispronunciation of Nevada go unimpeded. So thanks for making me spend $20. Love the show. Well, how do you want me to pronounce that? No, not Nevada. It's not Nevada. No, Nevada. I refuse. I refuse. I cannot take it. It's Nevada.
Where are we drinking tonight, Nick?
This is 1792 small batch bourbon. It was one of the really high scoring bourbons this year, and a different 1792 actually won the best bourbon competition. I don't know. There's like 400 best bourbon competitions that happen every month. So eventually everybody gets to be the best bourbon of the year. But this one is actually maybe earns it. It is a very, very good bourbon. It's only like $35, so it's nice. Okay.
See, this is how you combine content. Legal information with alcohol information, not workout information with hair cream information. Okay, these things go together better. Just
we should suggest to him that he get really drunk and then try a 450-pound deadlift. I've heard that's a good plan.
I'm going to suggest to him that he drink his hair loss cream and tell him that works better. That's my suggestion to him. Yeah. He will be furry after that.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. You know, in like some superhero movies, like the origin story is that they did something really stupid that exposed them to something that should be lethal. And then
now they have superpowers.
Right.
He'll be hair loss man.
Which is actually did you ever watch Stan Lee's Superhumans, that cheesy show that he did?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Every origin story of one of those people from India started out that way. It was always someone trying to kill themselves, I guess, because they're from India, and then failing at killing themselves by discovering that they had a superpower that let them live. And I'm not joking. One of the guys, he was immune to electricity, and he tried to kill himself by grabbing power lines, and then he just was fine. And so he's like, well, I guess I'm immune to electricity. And so he could never kill himself by doing it.
Unfortunate. Very sad story.
Kevin
Mann was working one night in his laboratory when suddenly, after a dangerous accident, he accidentally drank all his fins dried, turning him into hair loss man.
Fur everywhere except no hair on the top of his bald, shiny head.
Yep.
Now he just runs around, does children's birthday parties. Okay, so the webpage was last edited on July 10th, 2020 at 6:13 by Boudica, or long-term ED librarian Boudica.
Yeah, Boudica is a fat Mexican admin on our fat useless Mexican admin on our website. Boudica, if you're watching this, you are fat and Mexican and useless. Please go away. I just wanted to send that out to her.
Why didn't he sue Boudica then?
I don't know. Please, Kevin, please sue Boudica. Please sue her. Listen, Boudica. Yeah, please write this down in the complaint itself. Boudica is fat, useless, and Mexican. Sue her just for that, okay?
Wait,
I think I solved our problem.
Make sure you put on information and belief. Yes. There you go. I'm just trying to help out Kevin. The information posted on the webpage concerning plaintiff is utterly false and without merit, and the statements are defamatory per se. The statements posted on the webpage imply that man is unprofessional, engages
we do not imply it.
Is it explicit? Explicitly
it may
stated?
Be somewhat explicit, yeah.
Let's see. Engages in unethical and illegal activities. Did you guys?
I don't think we said it. I don't think he did anything illegal. I mean, we said he lusts after underage girls. We didn't say he actually molests them.
Right. Let's see. The Finasteride Fitness Matter. Speaking of balding, they
didn't accuse him of committing any crimes. Like maybe in the screenshots of things that he has said, maybe he himself had admitted to committing crimes, but that's not us implying that about him.
He does have based takes on Channel Awesome people.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Let's see. He says, since Spoonie is soon going to be rotting in piss along with his former homo butt buddy Jew Wario. I was wondering what you were planning on doing once the $5,000 he gets monthly from e-begging runs dry. Who's he talking to?
Women. He was talking to Spoonie's girlfriend, or perhaps now ex-girlfriend. He is very angry at women for no apparent reason.
Well, I think he's mad at
really upset him.
He's mad at women because they're into black guys, right? Like, is that?
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah. Who is Spoonie's ex-girlfriend? I don't.
He has. I'm not sure. I don't follow Spoonie's relationships that closely. I'm only waiting for the sad announcement of his passing. I don't interact with him any more than that.
Wait a minute. Does he have a story in here about his parents walking in on him masturbating?
Yes,
Yep,
absolutely.
he does. Okay. Oh my God. Sorry. Wait.
A serious mistake has been made.
I skimmed his story and it doesn't start off good. Should I read it?
Yeah, why not? We've got time. You didn't read it last time you streamed this. You skipped over all the screenshots.
Does the chat want to hear his masturbation story? Cause it's funny. I think so. Here we go. Let's do it.
Mom, I was on the computer and my pants fell down. Mom.
Okay, here we go. The title of his post, this is from Bosom Jack. So this is allegedly him. This is over on E-Bomb's World, I guess. It says, did your parents ever walk in on you masturbating? If they did, share your experience. It happened once with me. It was in 1999 when I was 16. Wait, so this guy's younger than I am? Just like a year or two younger than me, which I thought
not
he
his
looked.
Hairline.
Yeah, he looks older than me. So I was shocked. When I was 16, I was downstairs in the living room watching the Hit Me Baby One More Time music video with Britney Spears. Back when she had that whole sweet, innocent Lolita pussy look going for her. While masturbating with a pair of my older sister's panties. They were made of a silky material, so it provided friction. It wasn't due to any fetish. Okay.
Well, thank you for clearing that up.
No, it wasn't. I just realized how that sounded. Not enough liquor, guys. I didn't expect my parents to come home so soon, as they usually arrived late after I got back from school. But thanks to the television noise, I didn't hear them drive up the driveway, and by the time I heard them coming down the stairs, it was too late. My pants were on the other side of the room, and I was
Why?
Yeah, it's a good question.
That is some real high energy masturbation. Like his clothes are fucking flying around the room. His pants are on the other side of the room. His shirt is in the fucking kitchen hanging off the fucking lamps. His fucking underpants are in the neighbor's house. He's just masturbating so fucking fiercely it all flies off of him. Fucking passes through his body. You're like fucking quantum tunneling or some shit. That is some amazing masturbation.
I'm surprised he didn't mention that
his sister's panties in his hand. The only piece of clothing he had on.
I'm surprised he didn't mention that the seams of his jeans ripped from the force of his stroking. So
I was so buff that when I jerked off, my pants would fly off right through the fucking window. That's how strong I am.
My pants are on the other side of the room, and I was caught carrying a cum-soaked red Victoria's Secret silky panty, while my other hand desperately reached all imaginable directions, searching for something to cover my genitalia with. You shouldn't have. Don't end your sentence with a to be verb. That's just terrible. Just end it with genitalia. Yeah. What were you saying?
No, maybe don't throw your pants onto the other side of the room when you jerk off. That's a thing you could do.
Actually, I don't want my pants to be jealous of the underpants of someone else that I'm using to masturbate. So I put my pants across the room under a blanket so they can't see me.
I lock mine in the safe. Just to be absolutely sure. Right. To be 100% secure.
Okay. My mother just said, "Oh, excuse me," and left the room. I ran back to my room to get dressed. Dinner was very quiet. After I got done eating, my mother stopped me and told me to go to the laundry room. She had a talk with me saying that it's okay to masturbate, but that if I do it, I should do it in the privacy of my own room, and that I should stop using my sister's clothing to masturbate in. Oh, she's lucky. He's lucky she didn't just napalm him right there. Like, this sounds like a very composed mother at the time. She showed me several examples of dried semen stains on various articles of clothing in the linen basket.
Oh, Kevin, no!
Oh my god! She made
look, Kevin. This one, Kevin. Look at this one. It looks like Nevada.
She made me hand wash it all as punishment, and then gave me a bottle of Astroglide that I could bring down to my room. Oh, come on! It was embarrassing as hell, but I no longer felt so nervous about masturbation. Was able to do it freely without worrying about my parents finding out. It was an important step to me discovering my sexuality. What is the sexuality he discovered? That he's into his sister's panties and other articles of clothing?
I don't understand why he was masturbating nervously. Like, how do you have anxiety over jerking off? You would think you'd feel the opposite. He's fucking shaking like a leaf, trying to fucking. I don't want to use any expletives, Nick. I don't want to use dirty language on your stream.
You can use everything short of a particular
the N-word.
Yep, that one's no good. Okay. The F slur is frowned upon. And now,
can I use the K word since I am a K word?
I don't know. Is Susan a K word? If she is, no.
She may be.
If she isn't, go ahead. Interestingly, YouTube has specific words that they tell you when you're doing monetization that are verboten. And one of them, of course, is the N-word, the F slur, and then cunt is now on there as well.
It's good that you didn't say that word out loud. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I do it all the time, so it gets demonetized anyway.
So
Plus,
okay.
we just had a discussion about someone masturbating into their sister's clothing. I think that was going to get demonetized.
That's true. It's a bit too late to hold back now.
I was talking to someone from YouTube one time, and they're like, "You have to picture that, you're doing a video, and in the video you mention child or domestic abuse, and then Gap runs an ad on your video." And they don't want that.
Yes, I imagine that a lot, and I laugh.
Right.
That's exactly what I do with all my videos.
But now we know that Gap could run an ad on this video. Because you're going to need to go to the Gap after your kid jerks off into his sister's clothing too much. You're going to have to go to the...
fucking algorithm is going to pick up women's panties, Victoria's Secret. It's going to, this video needs a Gap ad. I made a video, basically a YouTube poop of Dennis Prager. And I put an ad in it, and the ad is of Dennis Prager. So now people don't know where the video ends and the ad begins. They think it's part of the video.
That's fantastic.
I saw that. They're fucking confused as hell.
That Dennis Prager video is fantastic, by the way. It's very, very funny.
Thank you very much.
I don't know if it matches the favorite video of yours, which is, or my favorite video of yours, which is my 600-pound life with tuba sounds.
Oh yes, that's a classic. I don't understand why they won't let me monetize that one. It's a fucking mystery.
Yeah, there's nothing offensive in it.
Not at all.
That's
I even added the American anthem. Very patriotic.
We gotta analyze one thing with this story though, because there's one thing that's bothering me.
Mm-hmm.
He had to hand wash several examples of dried semen stains out of clothing, right?
Yeah.
That his mom had ready in the laundry room after dinner this one time.
She was fucking waiting for him.
She has been stockpiling cum clothes for God knows how long, waiting for the gotcha.
He's fucking fuming, singing in the dark room, rubbing her hands. Just wait, Kevin. Just fucking wait. Fucking prepare. One thing that confuses me about the story is that after she caught him, he went to his room to put on clothes, but his clothes were not in his room. His clothes were all over the fucking floor.
Right.
Just pick your fucking pants up.
Yeah, just put them back on. Just walk
Yeah.
across the room. Let the boys swing free for a minute and just put your
Yeah.
pants on.
Don't run upstairs with your fucking ass hanging out. Just pick the pants up.
He should have put the panties on, I think.
Yeah.
I think he could have
Yeah.
gotten away with that easier than trying to
Yeah.
explain what had happened otherwise.
She would listen. His mom seems really nice. If he told her that he was transsexual, she would have probably went along with it.
Yeah.
She'd be supportive.
I mean, this mom had saintly patience, right? She's like, look, if you're gonna beat off all the time, I'm just gonna have to ask you to maybe not use your sister's clothing. Like, that is the calmest shit I can imagine.
Also, I've prepared a gallery of my favorite cum stains. This one looks like a butterfly. This one looks like Jerry Seinfeld. I really like that one. I gave that one 5 stars, Kevin.
Oh my God.
This is my favorite one.
Okay. So he says, yeah, but I didn't see any illegal activity there, just degenerate activity.
No, I don't think we've accused him of committing any crimes. No.
And lacks professional competence or integrity in his chosen profession, none of which are true. What is his chosen profession?
I think he's a personal trainer, and we tell people that he's a really shitty personal trainer. I think so. I
Okay.
think that was in the article.
Gotcha. The statements posted on the webpage by defendants imply that Mann is racist, anti-Semitic, and has pedophilic tendencies, none of which are true.
Prove that it's not true, Kevin, okay? Prove it, you little bitch.
I think he might be racist against white people.
Possibly. I think that's... Yeah, he didn't say anything bad about black people. He said quite the opposite.
Yeah, he had his homage to the size of black people penis. And muscles, and just general fitness and strength, and also
and being able to pull off the bald look, unlike him.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I sent you a very nice picture that someone sent me in your Twitter DMs. Feel free to share that with the chat.
Come on.
Look, I'm just he was in an accident. I'm trying to support him. I didn't read the text. I think he was in an accident.
Okay. Where did that go? Here we are. Oh my goodness. I'm pulling it up right now. Because the world needs to know, right?
Yeah.
All of these things. So let me grab that. How do I lose this window every time? Oh no, that's not it. Here we go. There we go, guys. So this is a post from him. Says, people have been asking me about my first hair transplant. It was 1,200 grafts from an FUE procedure by Dr. James Harris, performed in January 2014. I was in Norwood 3.
Free advertisement.
Yeah.
I think Dr. James owes you a super chat, I feel.
I think so too. James, look at the work he's done. Look at these flowing locks on this guy.
I did not mean to disparage Kevin Mann. I didn't read the text, and I sent you this picture because I thought he was in a car accident and he had bandages, and I was trying to support him. Okay, I did not mean to imply anything about Kevin Mann being extremely bald.
No,
I don't understand. This is from 2014. Why is he still using hair loss cream? Hair loss cream does not work on hair plugs.
No. But I think the reality is Dr. Harris was the car and Kevin was the accident.
Oh, I see.
That's how
Look
that
at his
goes.
face. One of the allegations we make about him in the, well, not me, I'm not part of we, but one of the allegations in the article is that he has a quote unquote rape face. Would you agree, Nick, that this is the face of someone who looks like he is about to have forcible sex with the person he is looking at?
Look, I cannot.
You can't comment. You cannot comment.
Oh, I can comment. I can't wholeheartedly endorse it. What I would say, comfortably, is that if he looked at me that way, I would find duct tape to put on my anus.
Okay, thank you.
So
I think all that needs to be said has been said. Let us continue with the document.
Yeah, let me pull it up again. Got this archaic system for doing this. Oh, here we go. All right. The statements posted on the webpage by defendants. Oh, wait, I just read that one. So he's not a racist, an anti-Semitic, and he does not have pedophilic tendencies, he says.
No.
So the webpage was created by defendants as an attack on the credibility of the plaintiff. The defendants are attempting to spread libelous, slanderous, and defamatory material about plaintiff through their postings on the webpage. These defamatory statements are made with negligence, malice, oppression, fraud, and or willful knowing disregard for the truth, and have harmed man's reputation, property, business, trade, profession, and occupation. Okay.
Okay.
The first cause of action, defamation per se, is the plaintiff repeats. Okay, I hate that line. The webpage Encyclopedia Dramatica is an entire, his specific one, is an entire page dedicated to numerous false comments, allegations, photographs, and references to man. Are they false photographs?
No, everything we say is true. It's either true or it's a joke, not meant to be taken literally.
Maybe he's saying false comments, then allegations, not false comments, false allegations, false photographs. I might be reading into how he wrote it. It's a little unclear to me. The main page contains an introduction and 4 sections. The sections are not only on the actual page, but there are also links provided to each section. In the introduction at the top of the webpage, defendant made the statements. Kevin Mann.
Okay, but if there are links provided in each section, that is proof that what we are saying is correct. That is why we provide links. We are not
he's
defaming you.
He's saying there's a link provided to each section. So you can click and go like a table of contents type thing, I guess.
I understand. I see.
Kevin Mann, also known by the username Kevin Bosom Jack and Bosom Jack. Bosom Jack's kind of gross in the concept of jacking off into Victoria's Secret stuff.
A little unnerving, yes.
Can best be described as the alpha manlet and king of the rape face TM, prowling his way through various hair loss forums. Kevin quickly established himself as a mighty F-slur, brandishing his wisdom about various anti-balding drugs. Ask him about the conspiracy against finasteride, women and their secret rape hunger, how teenagers make the best lays. That's in there. That's gross. And most importantly, fitness advice. Perhaps the most hilarious thing we here at ED managed to figure out was that despite his fitness regimen bulking him to strength plus 18, he envies the physique of black mahogany sun gods. So much mahogany sun gods.
Yes, mahogany sun gods. We are very progressive at ED. We refer to all black people as mahogany sun gods.
Wow. Bad Vibe says hair loss man sounds like that Grizzly from Great Outdoors with Dan Aykroyd and John Candy. Yes. So much so that it wasn't hard to figure out he got off on the cuck. However, none of that is compared to the incestuous, lolly-loving confessions that Kevin hilariously left sprinkled about the internet. Sprinkles that we here at ED ravenously consumed. Holy shit, those sprinkles were good. End quote. Defendants with negligence, malice, oppression.
The judge will laugh at this. You think the judge will find this entertaining?
I mean, I don't. The real question is,
we'll get a giggle out of him.
Is this going to get in front of a judge?
I have no idea. Well, listen, at the moment, our LLC, well, not my LLC, but the Encyclopedia Dramatica LLC is not taking this lawsuit very seriously. One of the admins made a document for us to send back to the court, which we could cooperatively edit, and it was filled with a bunch of nonsense and a picture of Ethan Ralph's Gunt.
Come on. Is the picture provided in context or out of context?
There's no context. For some reason, the hue has been changed so that Ralph looks pink for some reason. The admin eventually deleted some of those edits, and I'm not sure if he's actually going to send it to someone. He said that if we give him money, he will physically mail this to the court. I don't advise doing that, but last time, basically every time we got sued, we just ignored it and nothing happened. The only time we didn't ignore it was the time there were bad consequences, but not for us, for the admin who chose to take it seriously. So, But it's up to him. He can do what he wants.
Okay, I'm looking here. Yeah, I've got the edited document. It seems like anybody can. No, I can request edit access, I suppose. But yeah, there's he did take out the picture of Ralph.
Unfortunately, yes. I think the judge would have loved to see that. He opened up a GoFundMe, but one of us gave him $10, and he doesn't feel like that is enough for him to mail that to the court, unfortunately.
Oh, that's the GoFundMe legal fees for kangaroo court.
Yes.
Oh my God. What a mess. Okay. Well, let's we'll stroll on in the document here, I suppose.
Let's continue.
Oh yeah, because Ralph has a new ED page as well, right? Like that's...
No, it is an old ED page that we have begun to re-edit. Actually, I wrote most of it back when Gamergate was going on. So the first half is just me talking about his past insane mistakes, and the new stuff is getting sprinkled in slowly.
Yeah, I saw someone mentioned it the other day on Twitter. They had like a screen cap.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop making fun of Ralph. I've been making fun of Ralph since 2014. He can block me if he wants. I am going to continue calling him fat and making fun of the time he made a secret chat room to dox people for not being right-wing enough. I'm not going to stop mentioning that ever.
Oh boy, that's
people forgot about that, but I remember. I remember very clearly. The alt-right doxing server, Ralph. I remember. I have not forgotten.
What is
you little bitch? You blocked me in 2018 because I called you fat. I will never forgive you. I do not forget being blocked, especially for calling people fat.
Oh man, no. I think fat is the greatest insult that can be done. Because when someone is fat and you call them fat, they realize that they should maybe not do that, and then you save a life because obesity kills more people than COVID. And
exactly. I'm trying to help him.
And if someone's not fat and you call them fat, it drives them crazy if they are not self-aware at all, right? Like if people are okay with just banter, you call them fat and it's completely harmless. Even if they are or aren't fat, they're like, yeah, okay, whatever. But if it can really rankle some people. It's great. And it's so pure. Okay, defendants with negligence, malice, oppression, fraud, and or willful knowing disregard of the truth. And
naughtiness. You forgot to add naughtiness.
Yeah. Made factual assertions regarding plaintiff's physical appearance. Character, sexual orientation. Wait a minute. Is he saying it was damaging to call him
slur?
Gay? Like, is he suggesting that there's something wrong with being gay, that it would damage his reputation?
Is he suggesting that he is not envious of mahogany sun gods? That sounds a little racist to me. I think we can all admit that we are envious of mahogany sun gods because none of us are racist, unlike Kevin Mann.
Right. But that also sounds a little homophobic, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, like, don't call me gay. That hurts my reputation. Well,
if you call me gay, I will sue you, okay?
Wow, damn. This seems very un-PC of him. Sexual activities and his overall character. These statements imply he should really stop.
Using the word imply.
Defamation by implication is possible, but it's way harder. Like, it should just, these statements state, these statements express that man is unprofessional, engages in unethical and illegal activities, and lacks professional competence or integrity in his chosen profession, none of which are true. Defendants continue on...
Let me ask you, let me ask you a lawyer question based on your own opinion. So he says here that we have made statements about his overall, negative statements about his overall character. Having interacted with him briefly, do you think we are correct about his overall character? What do you think about that?
I think maybe, those guys who like juice and they get the roid rage or the HGH or, testosterone overload or whatever. Yeah. I'm not suggesting that he's doing that. I don't know. I don't care.
That would cause hair loss. Just pointing that out.
But for me, like, to him, if you're juicing, like, if that's what you want to do, as long as it's not illegal, go ahead. I don't care. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I know some people who are really into it, and I guess. But so that being said, he sure has like a propensity for flying off the handle at the slightest thing. Like when that first DM chain that I posted, like I hadn't said anything rude to him at all. I was just like, you have to serve that on me. Like you can't just tell me to have a litigation hold. You've got to serve it. So I'm actually just letting him know that, okay, this isn't actually effective service of process. He could just look me up and have me served if he really wanted to. It would cost him probably $40. Like, because you could just Google search my my office PO box, and then you could, from that point, you could just hire someone in Minnesota who does service, and it's like $40-50, and they'll serve me within a couple days. No big deal. So I wasn't being rude to him, but he like answered, and then it was like, it was like progressively more unhinged, and again, all within 2 minutes. So he goes from like chill answer, a little bit agitated, really agitated, then like angry, angry, angry. It's like, okay, but I only said one thing to you at all. He's just so no. I think he seems to lack personal composure, if nothing else. The rest of it, who knows? Defendants continue on the same webpage with 4 sections entitled 1, Arrival of the Finasteride Fitness Master. And here again, like from a personal perspective, putting these 4 things in here, the judge is going to look at these things and go, this doesn't say anything. These titles aren't helpful to the judge. And the worst part is he's clearly bald. He's like, so he's posted the picture of him with the hair transplant. So he was balding. He talks about balding. So you can't, it's not false. None of this stuff is. If other stuff is false, that's a separate matter. But this stuff that he's citing is clearly true. And it also isn't.
It's either opinion or completely true or based on evidence that we present in the article. We are doing this on faith or on, as you said.
Right.
We're not making this up. We have basis for these claims.
Oh, wait, I got to read.
Like, why is he... No, hold on. Why is he giving... No, I just thought of it. You're right. Why is he giving the judge the names of the sections? How does that help the judge? Just quote what you need to quote. You don't need to tell him which section of the article that is in.
Like if I were trying to be sleazy, right? And convince this judge that you guys were all bad guys, which, I mean, in fairness, probably are in some way, right? We're all scumbags of the internet. It's fine. So if I'm trying to do that, though, I'm going to run through the webpage and I'm going to grab every line that uses a slur, like the F slur, right? And I'm going to put all those in there.
Yeah, not the section heads.
Right, because the section heads just aren't useful, and they're not even that jarring. We'll read them. Arrival of the Finasteride Fitness Master. Section 2 is say, speaking if balding, which should be of balding, but...
I think that's a quote of him mistyping something.
Yeah, I think he mistyped it, because if it was intentional and he was catching the typo, he would put, the little brackets and sick behind it. So his lawyer should, I should say. 3 is the bald truth, and 4 is the bald truth 2, bald harder. I would have gone with the balding boogaloo. The bald truth 2, balding boogaloo. But bald harder is also good.
I would call it the bald truth 2, secrets of the ooze.
Because this is Die Hard 2, Die Harder. I think was the reference there. I like it. They're all great. Defendants made these factual statements with negligence, malice, oppression, fraud, or knowing disregard of the truth. Defendants continue with the first section entitled Arrival of the Finasteride Fitness Master by attacking Mann's character, sexual orientation, and profession.
Okay, but if we're attacking his sexual orientation, is he admitting that he's gay? Shouldn't that be perceived sexual orientation or something? He is basically saying, yeah, I'm gay. I'm gay. They're making fun of me for being gay.
Well, I'm not familiar with Nevada pleading standards, but again, like he should just include the line. He should just say what was an attack. Because the judge, especially if you get a nice woke judge or whatever, who sees you calling someone a homosexual in a derogatory way, that might be something that gets them just a little bit on your side. That's what I would do. Defendant also posts a video of man within this section. Defendants made these factual statements with negligence. Okay, so
hold on.
Posting a video.
We also posted a video. What's the accusation here? It is an actual video of him. I would imagine that's proof of what we are saying. Why did he feel the need to add that?
I don't know, because
we didn't secretly film him. That was from his YouTube channel.
Yeah, so if he's going to allege that video is defamatory, he made it. That's weird.
He needs to explain. Yeah. Is he saying we edited it? Because we didn't. It's off his YouTube channel.
Right.
Hey, Judge, just wanted to let you know they put a video of me on their website. Why are you telling me this? No, I just wanted to share that with you.
I'm hoping you'll subscribe at the end of all this.
Yeah.
Uziel says Spoonie
Hey, Judge, I noticed you're wearing a wig. Have you heard of finasteride?
What does this guy sound like? Is that kind of how he talks?
No, I'm just making up a voice.
Well, yeah, but I was just wondering, maybe it was real. Who knows? I can dream. Uziel says Spoonie was a game reviewer about a decade ago, rolled with Mars Girl. Used to be hilarious. Sadly, he ran into depression and just stopped producing. It was sad because for about 2 years he was taking in $5,000 a month without producing videos. Well,
before running into depression, he ran into fraud.
How did I win the grifting competition if someone went 2 years making $60,000 a year without doing anything? That's great. That's good work. Jesus. Did you hear I am the grifting world champion?
I noticed the polls on Twitter. I voted for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I beat Owen Benjamin, Anita Sarkeesian, Dick Masterson, and then Ethan Ralph for the championship. So
I mean, that's a pretty respectable title, yeah.
Yeah, it was and the real grift was the friends we lost along the way. But okay, so
you're the grifting champion and man is the grafting champion because he grafts a lot of hair to his fucking skull.
And he's apparently the plugging champion because of not only the hair plugs, but also the plugging he wants to do of, never mind.
Of his YouTube channel to the judge, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was not going to say anything about Mahogany Sun Gods.
Oh, okay.
Defendants continue with the second section entitled, Say, Speaking of Balding, by again attacking man's character, sexual orientation, and profession. Defendants made the statements including, but not limited to, that's right, F slurs, but that's not talking about him. That's talking about the audience.
He's talking to us.
Instead of letting nature give him a natural barrier between him and any hope of consensual intercourse, and sparing the gene pool his pasty inferior genes, he instead decided to cheat himself by installing hairplugs.exe onto his scalp.
I'm sorry. What does this prove? He said that we've made, what is it, about his sexual attacks on his character, sexual orientation, and profession. This does not prove that. And also, he doesn't need to make separate sections about every section of the article when we say that. He just needs to say that once. Hey, throughout the article, they make these accusations against me, and here are some quotes. You don't need to do it about every single section of the article. That's not helpful.
Well, and this is a particularly bad one because the first one is a bald joke, right?
Yeah.
The nature giving him a natural barrier between him and any hope of consensual intercourse isn't saying that he's not going to get consensual intercourse. It's saying that bald men don't, right? Like that's the joke. And then pasty inferior genes is just like, that's not going to be defamatory unless you can, I guess, prove that your genes are not inferior.
Or that pasty genes themselves are not inferior.
Right. But he already said that they were, so we know it's true.
Oh, yes. He did say that.
And so then
we can quote him admitting that, yes.
Yeah, he decided to cheat himself. This entire sentence is bonkers because it's not even...
It proves none of the things he alleges.
Right. And like, I'm pretty sure if I went through that section, I could find a better quote. just guessing than that one anyway. And I haven't even read the section. So defendants with negligence, malice, oppression, fraud, and or willful knowing disregard of the truth made factual assertions regarding his physical appearance, character, sexual orientation, sexual activities, and his overall character.
You already said all that in this section. You're repeating yourself.
He said character twice in the same line.
So not only is he repeating this for every section of the article, he's repeating it twice sometimes per section, 3 times sometimes per sentence.
These statements imply that man is unprofessional, engages in unethical and illegal activities, and lacks professional competence or integrity. But the statement that they posted doesn't do that. Doesn't say anything about his professional capacity or his character at all. So again, it's just a weird choice. Like, why are you putting that in there? Bad Vibe says he has to hair before he dies hard or harder. Within that same section, defendants also made false statements implying man is a racist and anti-Semitic. Defendants made these factual statements with negligence, malice, oppression, fraud, and or willful knowing disregard of the truth. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you are Semitic. Is that correct?
I am, in fact, Semitic.
I am often accused of being Semitic, so I identify as Semitic.
No, you are clearly a Gentile. My Judar does not is not set off by you.
Don't tell the Lawyers Guild.
Okay.
It's the only way they let me stay. I wear a yarmulke and I carry a menorah with me into court.
I mean, you got the nose.
Right, exactly. That's why they looked at me first, and they're like, maybe he can be in here. And I was like, no, look. And I started.
Started humming. Na 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 na.
Yeah,
that got him.
And I just recited "Fiddler on the Roof" from start to end. So. But does his anti-Semitism wound you? It wounds me.
No, not at all.
It wounds me as a stand-in Semite. So I wasn't sure if it wounded you.
No, I am not concerned with the opinions of the bald.
Okay. That's a good way to take it, I think. So defendants continue with the third section entitled The Bald Truth by again attacking man's character, sexual orientation, and profession. Defendants made the statements. Quote, for all his, quotes, racism. Now, see, when you put racism in quotes, it means it's not actual
Yeah. Why would you quote this in the lawsuit?
Calling him not racist right there.
That's the opposite of what you're trying to prove.
And various attempts to preserve a youth that frankly left him a long time ago. Because, yeah, he's 37 or 38 by my rough calculation. Because I'm 39, he's just a tiny bit younger than me. So yeah, he's not a young chicken anymore, right? He's old. Nope. I know how old he is. I am that old. It's all a smokescreen to hide a deep-seated inferiority complex. In fact, Kevin is so full of bullshit that his various issues bleed into one another like some sort of sad, watery gumbo. I wonder if Maddox would make that gumbo for his girlfriend on a date. Consider for a moment his hair. You may ask, you realize why you've pissed him off, right? Like you know exactly. You could have said any shit about this guy at all, and the proof is that he could have put anything in this lawsuit, but so far everything he's putting is about his hair. He says, let's see. You may ask yourself, quote, why think about that which is not there, considering his hair? Well, if you observe the picture of the big uncle above, you will see that Kevin envies the Nigra's ability. The Nigra?
Nigra, yes.
Okay. Nigra's ability to go bald and not look like Kevin. For a person whose ego is conjoined at the dick with his appearance, this perceived slight by the Negro race, better genetics, duh, turned into outward hatred and internal ebony lust. Okay. Wow. Defendants with negligence, blah, 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 made factual assertions regarding his physical appearance, character, sexual orientation, sexual activities, and his overall character. So character twice again. These statements imply that man is unprofessional. They don't. Engages in
No.
unethical and illegal activities. Nope.
No.
And lacks professional competence or integrity in his chosen
No.
profession. No, nothing
No, again,
about...
no. 3 out of 3. You're out of there. 3 strikes, you're out.
Wait, what if... Hear me out. What if his profession is having hair? Checkmate.
Well, he does make money he makes money off of YouTube videos about having hair, so his job is having hair. Yeah, he got us. He got us. It's ironclad.
I want to have this guy on a show. I want to have him on a show with my friend Drexel.
I'll try to look for a way of contacting him. I don't know. See what I can do.
Look, Kevin, if you're out there, I have a feeling you may end up seeing this at some point. You are invited on my show. You can just DM me, tell me who you are, and all past stuff aside, I would love to have you on a show with my friend Drexel. He is bald. He is darker complected, and he is also muscular. So I think you guys would have a great chat.
Yeah.
Great
plus,
chat.
Nick also has the hair is just going back a little bit, so you will be at an advantage. You'll have the upper hand in this chat. So there's no reason to be concerned. You can just show up. It'll be fine. You're already the winner by default using your many, many hair plugs.
I think it'll be great. I think it would be wonderful. Defendants continue with the 4th section entitled The Bald Truth 2, Bald Harder, by again attacking man's character, sexual orientation, and profession. Defendants reference comments made by Bosom Jack and screenshot a section of a post by this user from 2009. While this username is similar to a username used by plaintiff in the past, plaintiff has not used Bosom Jack, and that user is not plaintiff. Defendants made the statements including and not limited to, quote, so not only is Kevin a person with deep developmental and sexual issues, he's also a confirmed kitty fiddler and a fan of keeping it in the family. This would explain his creepy predilection toward teenage girls, as only a teenager would be dumb enough to fuck Kevin and not a big black Cassius-looking motherfucker who is obviously genetically superior to Kevin Manlet in every which way. I mean, there's a certain flair to the writing.
Yeah, thank you.
But again, Kevin said it's your choice, ladies. Go with the bigger, more muscular, better looking, and bigger penis man, or me, is what he said, right? Like that's
of course.
That's what he wrote.
I mean, yeah, he did write that. So we're not putting words in his mouth. We are reinterpreting what he himself has said.
Yeah. Defendants with negligence, malice, blah, blah. They make him look unprofessional. Okay. Defendants made numerous false statements concerning the plaintiff. See paragraphs 9 through 28 for examples. We just read those. Those are not good examples. An unprivileged publication of this statement was made to a third person upon information and belief by online blogs. Of which statement?
Yeah, you have to specify.
You said numerous false statements, and then you said of this statement. So which one? Defendants also attempt to provide links at the bottom of the webpage to plaintiffs' personal websites and or pages. Oh, did you know that linking... You probably don't know this because I don't think Israel has implemented this policy that the rest of the world has. Linking one webpage to another is illegal.
Oh.
We don't want people navigating webpage to webpage using the archaic and racist institution of the hyperlink. So
the Knesset is discussing it as we speak.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lockdown right now because of the corona, but once that's over, we're completely going to illegalize hyperlinks.
Yeah, well, I know
it's already very.
What you got to do is you need to send. Is Netanyahu still in charge over there?
Meanwhile.
Yeah. So what you need to do is you need to go ahead and send him a personal letter and let him know that hyperlinks are agents of the Palestinian state. Or non-state, as it were.
Wait a minute, but he's accusing us of providing links, but in this document, he provides links. Has he committed a crime?
Yes. I'm not sure which, but yes, I'll say so. I'm confident that he has committed a crime. I'm confident that just about everybody on Earth has, too, so that's not special to him. Defendants provide links. On June 16th, 2020, That's my half birthday, so good job. Plaintiff contacted DMCA.com and paid for a cease and desist to be sent to defendants. Okay. Hold
Why'd you
on.
specify that?
DMCA.com.
Let's go check it out.
We've got to pull this up, right? Like that, this is legally required to be pulled up. Let's take a look at
Kevin,
DMCA.
you don't need to tell him which website you went to. That doesn't help you. Just say you sent us a DMCA. We don't need to know. You went to Google DMCA and went to the first link.
Yeah, let's see. Here we go. DMCA protection and takedown services. So, commercial takedown service. Here we go. See DMCA.com and Cosmopolitan. Wait a minute. You know what's great? You know this is where he saw it, right? You know he was reading Cosmo. But this is a website targeted at e-thoughts. Like, that's what it's for. Every day, millions of website owners have their valuable content stolen. Worse, that they often do nothing as they're confused and unaware that anything can be done. This is where we come in. Our entire business is designed to make this difficult scenario easy and effortless for our customers. Find out below exactly how we can help. DMCA takedowns, photo watermarker, and website protection pro. We're protecting 1.13 million websites every day. Let's see. Should we do about DMCA.com?
Let's check it out. Why not?
Oh, it's got a very diverse thing. Okay. Just off the top of your head. You can't see this, can you?
Hold on. I'll go so that I can see it. Hold on.
Go to DMCA.com, scroll down the bottom, and do the about DMCA.com.
No, I'm just going to look at this. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Or you can look at the stream. Either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stream.
Okay, this picture. How much do you want to bet that they stole this stock photo? I put odds on 95% chance that this stock photo was stolen by this website to be up
I would have to concur. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what are they going to do? DMCA them?
Exactly. Oh my God.
They own the DMCA. Their domain is DMCA.com. You can't DMCA them. They decide what happens with DMCAs. Okay? They own the URL. So that's theirs now.
Who are they? They don't have who we are anywhere.
Well, listen, I told you this before we went on stream, but last time someone tried to sue us, and I think that maybe also had been Kevin Mann. We went to the to the website of the lawyer, and then we found out that it is a company located in India, which will send legal threats to people for you for like $10. So this is the first result of internet lawyers or aggrieved individuals on the internet who want to threaten someone with legal action. Just Google it and go to the first link, and you will find either DMCA.com or IndianLawyers.com or some shit like that. Or you'll find a template for a legal document, which you will then write your own name into. So that's how you sue people. That's how that works.
Okay. If you want to know how American-based this company is, I've got it simply right here. If you go to the little chat window at the bottom, you pull that up, you can start a conversation and send them a message. And it says, we'll be back online in 2 hours. So I'm in Central Time. 2 hours from right now in my time is 2:30 in the morning.
Okay, so they're in India, almost definitely.
Eastern Time, 2 hours from now is 3:30 in the morning, and Pacific Time it would be 12:30 in the morning. There is no way an American-based business is going online at 2:30 in the morning.
You don't know that. Maybe they're staffed entirely by meth heads.
Or internet lawyers like me or something. So there you go.
There's some poor fucking internet illegal company. They just sitting there at 3 a.m. I gotta go to work, waking up, turning this computer on. Oh, why do I have to do this at 3 a.m.?
Okay, so Angry Baneling, who is in India, says it's 1 p.m. in 2 hours here. So
They're in India.
So are they might be on a lunch break or something, I guess. I mean, who
Yeah,
knows?
I think so.
Who knows why? Why? But very, very funny. What a what a weird what a weird choice. I wouldn't
Yeah.
hire that. I would just hire, like a lawyer. Or you don't even need a lawyer to do DMCA stuff.
Nope.
Really. It's made to not hire a lawyer. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah. You could literally just copy a template off the internet, and it would be just as good as using this website, which is to say, not that good at all, but serviceable.
This is what I want. So there we go. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, so they contacted dmca.com, paid for a cease and desist. I wonder how much he paid for that. But there was, although there was no response to the letter.
He had one less jar of Rogaine that month, as due to having to pay these people.
Although there was no response to the letter, the Twitter for ED posted the cease and desist letter and mocked it. Every cease and desist letter should be posted and mocked, in my opinion.
Yep. We used to have a page where we would just keep all our legal threats that people have emailed us and just write insulting responses to them instead of actually responding.
It's they're completely pointless.
Yeah.
99.99% of the time. Plaintiff also reported the Twitter post to Twitter, and the Twitter account was suspended.
Little bitch.
Oh, you're a deplatforming cuck, aren't you? Oh, God.
No, but listen, that's not why we got suspended. I'll tell you why we got suspended. We made the mistake of giving our verified account to one of our admins, who then went on a 4-day rampage, tweeting incessantly in defense of the death penalty.
That'll do it. That'll do it on Twitter for sure. I did think it was a little weird to get your Twitter taken down over making fun of a cease and desist letter.
Yep.
Okay. God. Defendants were at least negligent in making these statements. What statements?
At least. Which ones? Yeah.
Making fun of the cease and desist letter? Is that part of the lawsuit? You didn't preserve it and put it in here.
No.
Defendants continued to publicize and refused to take down the comments after warning. Therefore, by leaving the comments on the webpage, defendants are acting maliciously and with intent to harm plaintiff. I don't know if that's how you prove actual malice, but
our intent is to harm his little feelings, but beyond that, no, not really.
The statements made by defendants were made with malice and hatred towards man, with the intent to injure. That seems strong. Do you hate Kevin Mann?
No, not at all. I love him like I love Black Mahogany Sun Gods.
Yeah, and so tremendously.
Hatred. Why would you add that in a fucking lawsuit? These guys hate me, Judge.
Yeah.
Your Honor, they're mean to me. They don't like me.
Bad Vibes
said I am a poopy head.
Bad Vibes says, thank God he is only obsessed with hair plugs, but he might have a fetish for a different plug. Oh, wow.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's gross. So malice and hatred towards man with the intention to injure man's good name, reputation, and employment in the future. Defendants published these statements without any intent to protect the interests protected by any privilege, but with negligence, reckless. That sentence doesn't make sense. And an intent to injure man and destroy is reputation, and man is entitled to punitive damages. Okay. As approximate result,
he has no good name for us to harm. He does not have a good name. Okay, just in our defense.
Yeah. Poof. I mean, you're reposting his own statements, and then you're commenting about those statements. That is a tough defamation case to win.
Very.
I wonder if Doberstein told him that. Is the Doberstein Law Group real?
I don't know. Like, I mean, just from reading this this thing, it feels to me like Doberstein didn't feel like reading the entire article and just grabbed random quotes. Like that's the level of professionalism here.
Open for business. Complimentary consultations done by telephone or video conference. Daberstein Law Group. I should contact them and say, I want to sue Kevin Mann. So, attorney profiles. Let's take a look at Eric Daberstein. Okay, so this is a 2-person team.
Mm-hmm.
Eric is the president of the State Bar of Nevada. Holy shit!
What? What?
He went straight to the top. He went right for El Presidente.
Wow.
He is a talented mediator, arbitrator, and litigator with over 29 years of experience. Eric Daberstein has served as arbitrator and or mediator in over 400 cases involving construction. And then Anna Karabachev joined Daberstein Law Group in 2020. She's currently admitted to practice for the state of Nevada and U.S. District Court, District of Nevada. Let's learn more about Eric.
I feel like this document does not look like the work of the head of the bar of Nevada.
It
head of the bar of it does not. No.
It doesn't at all.
Or maybe Nevada lawyers just suck. I don't know.
Oh, God. Let's see. He started practicing law in 1989, has received numerous accolades for his outstanding work as a trial lawyer. In fact, Eric's general trial practice has been quite impressive. Eric has appeared in over 850 lawsuits, consisting of construction...
Please, Eric, keep jerking yourself off. Yeah, I'm sure you're very proud of yourself. That's good.
Consisting of construction, personal injury, commercial business issues, and domestic relations matters. He served as legal counsel on construction projects ranging from $5,000 to $9.2 billion. Some of these projects have included the construction for the Clark County School District, City of Henderson Rec Center, MGM City Center, Station Casinos, Fontainebleau, Planet Hollywood, and numerous commercial private business centers, including auto malls, pools, and residential, commercial, and industrial construction disputes. He's represented and litigated cases with juries as well as judges before municipal justice, district, and Supreme Courts of the state of Nevada, as well as Nevada Federal District Court, U.S. Bankruptcy Court, U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, and the U.S. Supreme Court. As a mediator, Eric utilizes his vast experience to assist parties on complex, multi-party matters, assess the strengths and weaknesses of their case in an effort to effectively and productively resolve disputes. His respectful approach and strong people skills make him uniquely qualified to resolve even the most complex claims. This guy, this is a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
This is an ass kicker of a lawyer. And I mean, his document...
This is not something that he wrote, no.
This document does not seem great. Maybe Anna wrote it, not to disparage Anna in any way. It just looks less experienced than what I would expect. Now, she signed it. She signed it here. So maybe she drafted it. That could be.
Maybe they just didn't take it seriously. They're like, okay, well, he gave us some money. We'll draft this. We're clearly going to lose this because this is stupid. But let's take what he'll give us and just do what he asks. Like, I don't think the lawyers might just not be taking this seriously.
Yeah, I mean, especially right now during COVID, some lawyers are just taking cases, whatever they can get, because you got to get paid. You got to get paid for stuff, and there's really not. There's not as much.
There's no law says that there's no law that says you have to tell someone that this lawsuit is stupid. If you wanna sue. Just pay me. I'll do what you want.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, like if people aren't going out as much, and they really haven't been for the past 7 months or so, they have
nothing to sue for.
They're not slipping and falling. They're not getting hit by random cars and stuff as much. So yeah, there is less.
I mean, unless you live next to a protest. If you live next to a BLM protest, people are getting hit by cars occasionally.
Right.
But they can't afford a lawyer usually. I don't want to disparage the black mahogany sun gods under any circumstances, of course.
No, you're just talking about the Chaz or whatever. You're not talking about any group of people other than Chaz occupants.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's see. This
is complete overkill. He has hired like Johnny Cochran to sue someone for calling him a duty head on the internet, or at least someone who told him he was Johnny Cochran. Listen, I am the head of the Bar of Nevada. Just give me $5 million. I'll clear this up for you.
I mean, hiring the head of the bar, this guy's got to be expensive.
Yeah.
In all reality, I mean, this guy's, I don't know what it costs to hire a lawyer, but he's in Reno and he works for casinos. So this is, I would imagine his hourly rate is going to be north of $600 an hour.
And yet this document does not indicate that.
No, he's probably, Anna's probably doing it, and her rate's probably somewhere between $300 and $400 an hour since she just got hired by him. But it is weird that the head of the bar of Nevada has, what was until Anna came along a solo practice. Yeah. So, maybe he's been out of practice for, I don't know, kind of weird.
Yeah.
Very weird. I'm curious. I'd love to talk to him too. He sounds like an interesting guy. All right. Defendants continue to publicize and refuse to take down the comments, so therefore it's malicious with intent to harm. They're made with malice and hatred, all that stuff. As a proximate result of the publications and potential republications of these defamatory statements, plaintiff has suffered injury to his business and professional reputation, which includes suffering from embarrassment, humiliation, and economic loss. And plaintiff sustained actual or presumed damage as a result of the statement exceeding $15,000. So that is probably just the amount that's required to be in district court rather than small claims court. That's likely that $15,000 amount. Plaintiff had to retain legal counsel to prosecute this matter and seeks all fees and costs of the suit, such amount to be proven at trial. All right. So that's his defamation claim. The second claim is intentional interference with prospective economic advantage. Prospective contractual relationship exists or existed with the plaintiff and a third party, given the plaintiff's employment as a personal trainer. As a personal trainer, prospective clients utilize internet searches to hire plaintiff. Plaintiff also has an active YouTube account with approximately 10,800 subscribers. He's gone up to 12K, so he's growing. Good job.
Yeah. Good job, buddy.
On plaintiff's public YouTube page, a fan commented, "Did you see the Encyclopedia Dramatica article about you, LMAO?" and attached a link to the ED web. Sounds like a fan. That sounds like definitely a fan of his channel, and certainly not someone who's a fan of Encyclopedia Dramatica. I mean, that would be ridiculous to assert that it was an Encyclopedia Dramatica fan who went to troll him on his page, but I digress. Due to this, these statements provided above, in addition to numerous others found on the webpage, are easily accessible.
The statement, Lamau, is that the statement?
Yes.
Provided above?
I think so. No, it says the statements provided above. So I think they're meaning paragraphs 9 through 28. But this is not clearly written, so it's hard to tell what they mean. In addition to numerous others found on the webpage, are easily accessible to clients attempting to search for plaintiff. I don't know if that's true. Encyclopedia Dramatica is suppressed on search engines. Or on Google.
We're pretty Z-line. Yeah.
Because I even typed in Encyclopedia Dramatica on Google, and you're way down the list.
Yeah, we're completely Z-line. They just fucking drop us down, way down.
Yeah. Due to the statements, plaintiff has stopped making and posting YouTube content. No, he has not.
He has not.
Jinx. He's posted a day ago, 3 days ago, a week ago. When was this filed?
Maybe he means he was just about to post when he saw that comment, and then he stopped, and then he continued. So technically correct.
This was September 2nd. Okay. Let me get back to the page, and then I'm going to check his YouTube page and see if he posted on September 2nd.
Let's see. Let's find out.
Where do we go here? Okay. Kevin Mann. So he posted 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 1 week ago, 1 week ago, 3 weeks ago. Let's see what date this was.
What?
September 1st. On September 1st, he posted a video. And on September 2nd, they say he stopped making videos.
Well, he stopped between September 1st and September 2nd, so technically correct. He did not post another one on September 2nd.
He waited a week. A week. Hold on. We're going to pull this. We're going to take a brief peek at this guy's video. Because I wanted to know what he sounded like, so I've got it pulled up here. All right, guys, here we go.
What's up, guys? So I wanted to briefly talk about Flirtle today. This video will be a follow-up to a video I made on a similar chemical called bicalutamide, which...
Okay, so a vegan voice for sure. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of how he sounds. Okay, let me get other video document. I didn't want to spend too long on that. Plus, I have a fear that he'll copy strike me, which would be admittedly kind of funny.
Yeah, he'll use DMCA.com for that.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. I would love to write my counter response to that. Okay.
Okay.
So where were we? Stopped making and posting YouTube content. And this is a gambit. This is a gambit that lawyers can make, right? It's like, okay, we're going to say you stopped doing this, or you tell your client to like go get an evaluation from a doctor, go enter into therapy if you've got some emotional damage, because you need to start establishing a record.
Yeah.
Right. You're like, okay, you got hit by a car and now it's hard for you to drive because you're nervous. So go to a counselor or a therapist, start paying them, and keep records of all the bills, because we're going to need to establish a tangible record of psychological damage that you suffered. In this case, look, if you're really bothered by this, you need, and you stop uploading the YouTube stuff, we can put that in the suit if it's prevented you from uploading it. So then what you have to tell them though is, but hold on though, you actually have to stop. You can't start again in a week. Okay. So anyway, plaintiff's profession as a personal trainer has also been impacted by the webpage. How? Defendants knew or should have known of prospective relationships. Defendants reference plaintiff's profession and mock the profession on the webpage. But see, that doesn't mean that the plaintiffs know or should have, or the defendants know or should have known about his active practice. Like there's something a little bit different, because maybe he's, there are personal trainers who go on YouTube and stop personal training, for example.
Yep.
Or they come up with fitness systems like that Jim Cavalieri guy or whatever. So then they just make the money off of YouTube and selling, Chinese protein shakes.
Yeah, we don't know anything about his business. We just know he's obnoxious. That's what we said about him.
Right. Defendants intend to harm plaintiff by preventing the current and prospective professional relationships and will continue harming professional prospects with this webpage.
Well, good. He knows our intent. He has proven our intent.
That is such a stretch. Again, that's such a stretch. It's a passive webpage. You're not like taking out ads in Nevada saying don't hire this guy.
The owner of the site does not edit it. Just anyone can edit that page.
Defendants had no privilege or justification. Defendants with negligence. Okay, same line. They've copy and pasted this paragraph like 20 times. Okay. I hate when they do that. Okay, so listen. Look at this. Defendants with negligence, malice, oppression, fraud, and or willful knowing disregard of the truth, blah, 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 blah. The next paragraph is the publications made by defendants were made with malice and hatred towards man. Like you just said that right above. You just said the same damn thing. As a proximate result of the publications and potential republications of these defamatory statements, potential republications, they can't even show that they were republished.
What the fuck does that even mean? Potential republication.
You can't have suffered from a potential republication.
He's scared Cosmo might print our fucking Encyclopedia Dramatica article about him in one of their fucking magazines. Yeah, potential republication.
You can't past tense from a potential future tense. That is dumb.
Yeah.
Plaintiff has suffered injury to his personal, business, and professional reputation, which includes suffering from embarrassment, humiliation, and economic loss. Very curious. He doesn't mention if he lost clients or not. He just says that he suffered economic loss. Because I think he maybe hasn't lost clients.
He can't. Look, he hasn't lost any YouTube videos. He hasn't stopped posting. So
his YouTube
that shit up.
His YouTube channel's growing
too.
Yeah, his YouTube channel's growing. His views are going just fine. There's every reason to believe that this hasn't damaged him. Maybe has increased it. Third
Possibly.
claim for relief, false light. So defendants posted false and derogatory statements concerning plaintiff on the
Wait,
internet.
I'm actually curious. What does false light mean?
I don't know how to describe it off the top of my head. I don't deal with it too often, but I mean, the long story short is it casts a false light on someone, right? So it's
Okay.
basically lying by
Lying and implying.
by misrepresenting their character. Yeah, lying and implying is a good way to describe it. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what the legal standard is. I'd have to look it up. I could, but you know.
Okay, so he's basically saying we've presented him in a false light.
Yeah, you're presenting him as something he isn't, which can't be bald because that's true. Defendants posted false and derogatory statements concerning plaintiffs on the internet through their platform, which is accessible at encyclopediadramatica.wiki. The public webpage is not protected by a password and is easily accessible through an internet search. That, again, I'm calling bullshit. It's not easily accessible. It's annoyingly accessible. Contents and posts on this webpage are posted publicly on a public forum to an unlimited amount of people and or any individual with access to the internet. Defendants gave publicity to a matter concerning plaintiff that placed plaintiff before the public in false light. Ooh.
How?
Defendants posted statements on a public webpage that portray Mann in a false and misleading light because the statements imply that he is unprofessional, engages in unethical and illegal activities, and lacks professional competence or integrity in his chosen profession. Okay.
So?
I'm waiting for the how. False and misleading information posted on the public webpage by the defendants also implies he's a racist, anti-Semitic, and has pedophilic tendencies, none of which are true. Defendants' statements have placed plaintiff in a false light to the public and would be highly offensive to a reasonable person.
Hold on. I just want to point out, I don't remember us accusing him of being anti-Semitic. I read the article recently. I don't remember us saying anything about him not liking Jews.
I'm gonna do a find on the webpage for Jew. There's two mentioned.
That's not the.
I got it. I got it. There are two sides of Jews. This is a quote from Kevin Mann. All right.
Oh.
It says, "I don't love blacks. I'm just one of the few people smart enough to realize that the Jews are trying to make coloreds and whites hate each other. So we don't. So we don't unite to stop them. Them, I guess, being the Jews. I don't like coloreds at all. I actually kind of hate them, but I hate empowering Jews even more." All right.
Why would we imply he is anti-Semitic? Why would we ever suggest that?
I for the purpose of integrity, I am going to just put that there. And I think there's a screenshot. Here's the screenshot. The file name is racistkev.png. So here's the screenshot. And again, I will read it again. From Kevin Mann. I don't love blacks. I'm just one of the few people smart enough to realize that the Jews are trying to make coloreds and whites hate each other, so we don't unite to stop them. I don't like coloreds at all. I actually kind of hate them, but I hate empowering Jews even more. Gee, where would anyone get the impression that this guy might be racist or anti-Semitic? I don't know.
Nick, he's going to unite with the colored mahogany sun gods to stop us.
Watch out, Easy. Kevin and the Coloreds, a 70s pop band, has just decided to take down you and the state of Israel all at once.
He's gonna come to my house and steal my hair. Rip it around on my skull and glue it to his head with fucking super glue.
God, if I had DMs with this guy still, I would just start sending him Ben Shapiro videos. Bad Vibe says, but did he die of embarrassment? No, he is still alive. This guy is magic. Is magic. Yeah. Okay. They have placed him in a false light to the public and would be highly offensive to a reasonable person. You mean like your statement that the colorids and you fighting keeps the Jews in power?
Your own post is highly offensive to a reasonable person, not us quoting it.
God, I want to take a print off of that. Like blank out his name and go to the grocery store and just say like, sir or madam, can I borrow you for 1 minute for a goofy YouTube video? Can you please read aloud the following statement and tell me if it is offensive to you, a reasonable person? And just watch their reaction when they get to colorids.
Make sure you do it in the vegan section.
Yeah. And then I'll say, look, I can tell because you're in Minnesota that you're a new vegan, and this is the end result of veganism. Go eat a steak right now.
See,
the
GMOs protect us against this sort of thinking.
But that's only because the Jews put the GMOs there to solidify their power. I know.
Yourself being a Jew, of course.
Right. Exactly. Defendant's statements have placed plaintiff in a false light to the public. Defendants had knowledge of or acted in reckless disregard as to the falsity of the publicized matter in the false light in which plaintiff was placed. Like, now, I'm not acting as counsel in Nevada for you because I'm not licensed there. But if you guys do go to court on this, just post just that. Like, that should be the sole response to the judge. Is just the picture of Kevin Mann's Facebook post about the Jews and the coloreds, and just said, "We rest our case." That would be that would be fantastic.
Your Honor, exhibit number 1, colorids. Thank you. The defense rests.
The publications made by defendants were made with malice and hatred. Blah blah blah. As approximate result, he lost all the stuff. The same, he's copy and pasting these same like 5 paragraphs. I hate that. God, I hate it. Unreasonable publicity.
Listen. Imagine if the head of the Bar Association of Nevada is a Jewish colored having to write this shit.
His name is Doberstein.
Doberstein.
This guy, he's just missing the precious metal. But I mean, he's still a Steen, so he has to know. Like, maybe he doesn't know that Kevin Mann doesn't like. Maybe that's why the Eastern European woman is doing the representing. Because Kevin was like, I want to hire your firm, just not the Jew. Like, maybe that's what he said. I don't know. I wasn't there.
I don't know. Her name sounds a little colored. Just saying.
Oh, she's white though. I looked.
Oh, okay.
Did you want to? I can pull her up.
No. I believe you. I believe that she's white. I don't need proof.
You don't, but the chat might.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. We gotta. Where did Doberstein?
We need to verify her whiteness for the chat.
Yeah.
They're doubting you, Nick.
Everybody does.
Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna go look at the stream, because then I'll know if she's white. If she is one of my people, I'll be able to recognize it just by the picture.
Yeah, that would be. Actually, I need your expertise, so thank you for doing that. That's why we do this. Okay, so here she is.
Hold on. I need to chat the stream to catch up.
Yep, you got 20 seconds. I just zoomed in too, so if you wait an extra couple seconds, it'll zoom in for you.
All right. Here we go. I don't know. She doesn't look Ashkenazi. I think she might be Mizrahi.
So you think she is Jewish?
I think she is Jewish, but I think at least one of her parents is of a non-Ashkenazi descent. So that's my guess.
Karabachev is not like a super Jewish name.
No, that's why I'm saying one of her parents.
Right.
Maybe her mother is like from Yemen or something.
Okay. Have you seen that movie with Ewan McGregor, salmon fishing in the Yemen?
No, I have not. Sorry.
I always wanted to watch it, even though it's probably shit, just because of the title. Like, I don't know why they made a movie about salmon fishing in the Yemen, but I like that they called it The Yemen.
The Yemen.
Yeah.
I would like them to make that movie again, but have it happening in the current year while there is a massive fucking civil war and starvation in Yemen. That would make the movie so much better.
Yeah.
Just not have them not comment on it at all. Just have the exact same movie, but people dying of starvation in the background. Just don't acknowledge it at all. Actual starving people too, not extras. Just film it in the streets of Yemen and have beggar women just crawl up to you and ignore them completely as if they're not there. That is the movie I want to see.
There you go. I think the stream consensus on whether or not Anna is Jewish is just smash.
Okay. Well,
so there you go. Perfect. Someone said the Yemen is the river, not the country. No, I think it is the country. I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I also call Oman the Oman, and there's the United Arab Emirates. I think that's fine.
The Qatar, the Kuwait, the Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
Right. The only one that's
Everyone
not is Israel, because Israel has transcended the, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so fourth claim for relief is unreasonable publicity given to private facts. Which private facts have you guys uncovered and released to the world?
What? There's nothing. This is all public shit that he's posted. What's private about this? If you want it to be private, if you want your private thoughts to be private, don't post them in a public place.
It's the Jordan. Actually, Jordan is Air Jordan, from what I remember, and it's owned by Michael.
I miss good old Trans Jordan, the true Trapno state.
Who is Trans Jordan?
Before Jordan was Jordan, it was called Trans Jordan. A little historical joke there for you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Also, I don't call Palestine the Palestine because Palestine doesn't exist.
Well, it's the area of Palestine. The area formerly known as Palestine, like when Prince lost his own name.
Exactly.
Defendants publicly disclosed private facts of the plaintiff why is there a semicolon there? By publicly posting altered... It says, the defendants publicly disclosed private facts of the plaintiff, then semicolon, by publicly posting. Why? If you have a semicolon, you don't put by, because by is supposed to link it to the previous clause. So that's dumb.
Yeah.
By publicly posting altered photographs. Oh. They're altered photographs.
Altered
videos.
Video.
Screenshots of chats or posts taken out of context and links to personal sites of plaintiff.
What is the context of I don't like the colors? What is the context, Kevin? I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, we need to get into that. He needs to post. He needs to post what he was responding to. I think, right? Like that.
He's gonna be in.
That'll make.
He's gonna be in court. He's gonna be in court. He's gonna be like, Your Honor, the full court is. I said, if I were racist, I would say that I do not like the colors, but that is not what I'm saying. That if I was racist, I would say that. Okay, that was a hypothetical, Your Honor. Also, this entire section is confusing to me. We have posted altered photos, screenshots, altered photos, videos, and screenshots. We did not post altered photos unless we're making photoshops to mock him.
You know what's...
Unless he's... hold on. Unless he's implying we have edited his post or the screenshots to make it look like he said something he didn't say. And then the way this sentence is structured makes it seem as if he's saying we've posted altered videos of him, which we did not. We did not alter any of his videos, unless he means we've posted videos of him, but these videos are not private. These are videos from his YouTube channel. And then the screenshots are just screenshots. It's what he said.
Yeah, so this is the other thing that's interesting. Again, and this sentence is written in a poor way, and I think that's a problem. Yeah. So I think it's just altered photographs, if I'm reading charitably. Yeah. I don't think they're saying everything is altered, just the photographs. But you notice what they do. Altered photographs, videos, screenshots of chats, or posts taken out of context, and links to personal sites of plaintiffs. So you either posted altered photographs or videos or screenshots of chats or posts taken out of context. Like, that's how that can be read if they're not using an Oxford comma. I genuinely don't know. This is poorly written because you don't actually know.
There's not a single altered photograph of him on this webpage. I'm looking at it right now. These are all actual pictures of him unaltered.
Yeah, here I'm not gonna pull it up on stream. I just wanna look at it real quick again and just say I'll look for any alteration. No,
No.
that's a video.
That-
You
Where's
have
that?
you have an altered photograph. It just has nothing to do with him.
Oh yeah, so technically it's true. We have posted altered photographs, and we've posted videos,
You have
we've posted screenshots that were taken out of context. But the
Yeah, 'cause-
videos and the photographs,
you have the meme of the guy saying, "Haha, we are twins." That is not Kevin. It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with him at all, other than the
Nope.
joke that you made saying Kevin's doppelganger. So there you go. Now, technically, these screenshots are technically, I think, altered in the fact that they're clipped. So it's
yeah,
not,
they are
it's
cropped.
not literally the full thing. Maybe that's
Yeah.
what he's going for. Wait, no. There is an altered photograph. There is. It is
Okay.
in the Bald Truth, and it's on the right side.
Hold on, let me go check it out.
I've got to pull it up on stream because I've got to call you out on your lack of integrity and your dirty lies.
Oh, I didn't notice that. That is true.
Yep.
We made him. You're correct. We've made him into a mahogany sun god. I would think he would be content with that. I think he would be happy.
Here
Which-
it is. And you
This
added.
is the altered.
Well, I don't think you added this white woman. I think she is actually in the frame legitimately. That's real. But you did add his white Richard Spencer looking face on top of the mahogany sun god masculine physique.
Yeah, and we seem to have color corrected it a bit to make him look a little more brown. But he's got us. He has got us. This is an altered photo of him. We have misled his customer audience, his public, the people who may have hired him, by showing him this deceiving photo. They won't want to hire him because though in this photo he looks like he is in very good shape and would be a good personal trainer, they might be misled into thinking that he is black.
Right.
And he does not like the coloreds and doesn't think that they would hire a coloreds.
They're like, look,
a color reds.
Actually, they're going to look at this photo and they're going to say, that is a color red's body, but that is a Caucasian face. And I know that when the color reds and the Caucasians get together, they fight to stop the Jews. And so I don't want to hire this man because I like Jews, and hiring him would be anti-Semitic since he is.
We've ruined his business.
Yep, that's how it goes. I do want to note the name of the file is Kevin's Dream. Okay.
I hope we go to court so we can show the fucking judge this picture as his proof. Your Honor, please look at this. The altered photos. I rest my case. Thank you.
Yeah. But he got you. He nailed you. You got an altered photo. Now you lose the lawsuit immediately. Okay, the posts of altered photographs.
Wait.
Yeah.
I deny that photo is altered. That is a real photo of Kevin Mann. He is a colored, and this is not altered. That's my defense.
Yeah, prove I altered it.
Prove it.
Prove that's not real.
Prove it.
Kevin, strip down and get in those Victoria's Secret panties right here in the courtroom. Prove that that's not
prove
you.
It, you little bitch. Oh my God, those do look like his sister's Victoria's Secret panties on that big black guy. Yeah.
That would be a funny thing. Show me that you're not as muscular of this picture of you. Okay.
If he had to prove that, we would destroy his confidence. He would never admit it. He would drop the suit immediately. No, I am this muscular, okay?
Yeah. Oil up, rub on the cocoa shea butter, and get up in front of the judge and flex to prove that isn't you.
I'll go to court, put on a wig, and I'll pretend to be the screaming woman just for authenticity.
I would crowdfund your plane ticket to court for that.
Thank you.
Posts of altered photographs, videos, screenshots of chats or posts taken out of context, and links to personal sites of plaintiff would be considered offensive and objectionable. Listen to what he's saying.
Yeah.
Links to personal sites of plaintiff would be considered offensive and objectionable to a reasonable person of ordinary sensibilities. Because the statements or depictions imply that man is unprofessional, engages, blah, blah, blah. Posts of altered photographs taken out of context would be considered. You already said that.
So his claim is that we posted links to his websites and we made him look bad because his website is racist. That is
I guess.
But his own posts are also searchable on Google, just like our page.
Yeah. If you search for Kevin Mann, you're gonna find his stuff.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I wonder if I can test this in real time. Kevin Mann coloreds. Coloreds Jews. Oh, it looks like there aren't any great matches for your search. I wonder, he might have taken down the Facebook post. It's hard to say.
Possible. Also, he's not like a very well-known figure.
Yeah. Although it does have a link to American Racist Tablet Magazine, a Q&A with
nice.
Kevin MacDonald, the country's most influential white identitarian ideologue.
Nice.
Does anybody in the chat know who Kevin MacDonald is? I've never heard of that guy. Not that I keep up with racist ideologues.
He is America's foremost racist, sir. You should know who he is. Thank you.
Yeah. Kind of interesting. Okay, so the fifth claim for relief is declaratory relief, which is pointless. Plaintiff and defendants have a justiciable controversy as to the current online statements. Plaintiff and defendants have an adverse interest in respect to the online statements. Plaintiff has a legally protectable interest in the controversy. Issue is ripe for judicial determination. Plaintiff seeks a declaration from this court pursuant to NRS, so Nevada revised statutes, probably 40.10 et sec, that the statements and correspondence posted and sent by the defendants was unlawful pursuant to Nevada law. Good fucking luck.
Yeah.
The sixth claim for relief, injunctive relief. Plaintiff should be entitled to live his life without interference from the defendants. Have you guys interfered in his life?
Jewish people should be entitled to live their lives without interference from plaintiff, okay?
Have you guys interfered with his life in some way? Like there's a page made.
We laugh at him when he contacts us.
Like I mean, I guess don't answer if you don't know or don't want to, but to your knowledge, has anybody at ED ever like reached out to contact him?
I think at some point we made a thread about him, and I think he showed up on the thread and we laughed at him on that thread.
Right, but you didn't go to his Facebook page and start shitting all over him or anything.
No.
Or like post negative reviews on YouTube or something. Or Google.
I think hold on. Let me just check this.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm talking about staff at ED didn't go do that, because why would you? Right?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, there is a comment by one of our former admins, and the comment goes, no, hold on, let's read the entire thing. It's there on the fucking article. Kevin Mann says, Uber fucking, that was all a misunderstanding. My account was...
Oh, no.
L, and then I got hacked, never fails.
Sorry, I thought Palestine had got you because you cut out right when you were reading that. Where is that on the... Oh, here we go. I'm going to pull that up on stream so that people can see it.
Oh, wait a minute. Now I remember. We found this guy because I think he showed up on our in our Facebook group. I think that's how we discovered him originally.
So you didn't even go to his Facebook page. This is him on your Facebook page.
No, I think we found him on our Facebook page and he was annoying. So we ended up looking into him and found out him talking about underage girls and jerking off with his sister's panties. And then we posted it to make him shut up. And that's how it all spiraled into this.
Yeah, so let's see here. Then there's the whole, I used a tug jug to try and get someone pregnant thing, which is a thing for some reason. Gross. Kevin, being a Western educated milquetoast dandy, should have known that simply refrigerating his fail spunk would not keep his sperm viable. What a dumbass. Even more hilarious is that this goes to further prove how beta, we should downgrade to omega by now, he is. He claims to have wanted a child to give his life meaning, but instead of being a boss dick and just fucking a baby into her, he tried to use retard science. God damn it. Kevin claims that these posts were the result of him being hacked, which ED attorneys at law will tell you is a classic evasion tactic known as the divine angel double play, in which you simply claim hacks in lieu of overwhelming evidence to the contrary. You know, lying. So, I was hoping there would be context to this particular clip out of the thing. So, but what is... Oh, never mind. These are links to haxing and lying. So great. Good job. All right, let's get back. We're almost done with the lawsuit. It's like you said, it's not super long.
No.
All right, so the continued Wait. Plaintiff should be entitled to live his life without interference from defendants, and the defendant should also be instructed by this court to remove all untrue or defamatory statements immediately. Well, I think right now you could do that just by not doing anything. And those statements which appear to invade plaintiff's privacy and or hold them out in a false light to the community. Again, I think you just not do anything.
Yep.
Continued denial by the defendants to refrain from posting further information and or removing current information online and or submit retractions where necessary will produce great or irreparable financial and emotional injury to the plaintiff.
I'd like to clarify something. The defendants cannot continue to deny or refrain from posting because this is a communally edited page. ED itself does not edit it. The people who are the defendants are mostly people who have edited in the past and will probably not edit it again. Like, if we don't remove this, anyone can go in and write anything he wants there. The defendants are already out of this picture, and ED itself has never edited the page.
Yeah, that's great. Like, because, interestingly, you guys, if ED has never done anything, and he, I guess he's alleged that you have, but,
we've done nothing. We allow people to edit what they want.
You guys should have Section 230 immunity from this.
We do.
That's fantastic. Like, what? Wow.
We do none of the people who are at ED, even if one of the admins edited that page, this is not a paid position. An admin is a person who fucks around on the site so much, we allow him to ban people for spamming. That is it. The owner of the site never edited this page, did not create this page. Literally just forum janitors have edited it. The Jannies
sweep it up. Sweep it up easy.
You gotta sweep it up.
So that's great. Like, maybe that should be the response to the judge. Right below the racist
I'm sending him the picture of him flexing next to a screaming woman. That is my defense.
Okay, so that's what you need. You need the picture of him flexing next to a screaming woman, the rant about the colorids and the Jews, and then right below that, just a link to the U.S. code for Section 230. Fantastic. Okay, so...
And because some of the defendants are people who edited this page, if he wants to sue them, he's free to do so if he can find them. Good luck finding the esteemed Turbo Gook. I'm sure that...
Every time I hear that name, I laugh. It's not acceptable.
I'm sure Boudica, who has styled herself online after a Final Fantasy character, is a very important defendant that you will definitely be able to serve papers to for saying you're bald on the internet.
Oh my God. Okay, so the court should therefore require an order that they retract all information sent to third parties. And or remove all online posts concerning the plaintiff that is unlawful in nature. I mean, I guess the court could order that, and still, like, what would you get? Because, all right, so
none of it is unlawful.
General damages in amount in excess of $15,000. Incidental and consequential damages to be determined at trial. Punitive damages in amount to be determined at trial. All declaratory relief requested, including the removal of the postings. That's not declaratory relief. That's injunctive relief. For all injunctive relief requested herein, you put it on the previous line.
Even I know that's injunctive relief.
Right. Like, the removal of postings isn't declaratory. Declaratory just says this stuff is wrong. The removal would be the injunctive. For all litigation costs, attorney's fees, and filing fees incurred. Such other and further relief as may be deemed just and proper under the circumstances. This is not great. Not a great lawsuit.
No, not at all.
Does Nevada have an anti-SLAPP law?
I doubt it. No, Nevada might.
Let's see. Nevada has a strong anti-SLAPP law. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Under the Nevada
Ooh.
law, a person who engages in a good faith communication in furtherance of the right to petition or the right to free speech in direct connection with an issue of public concern is immune from civil liability for claims based on the communication. Such good faith communications must be true or made without knowledge of their falsity. They include 4 categories of communications and those aimed at procuring governmental or electoral action, those informing or complaining to a federal, state, or local legislator or employee about a matter reasonably of concern with respect to government activity, statements made in direct connection with an issue under consideration by a governmental body, and communication made in direct connection with an issue of public interest in a forum open to the public.
Well, we are a forum open to the public.
Yeah, so then the questions just boil down to whether or not...
Is this an issue of public concern?
Yeah.
Well, the public read this, so they are clearly concerned with this.
It's usually pretty broad on what public concern is.
Kevin, you little bitch, I am going to sue you for every single bottle of Rogaine you have. I will have all the hair in Israel, you little bitch.
Nevada's anti-SLAPP law gives defendants the ability to file a motion to dismiss claims based on the good faith exercise of the right to petition or free speech. The court is statutorily required to rule on the motion within 20 days of its filing. Nevada's anti-SLAPP law is one of only a handful that place an absolute hold on discovery activities from the time the motion is filed until not only the trial court has ruled on it, but until all appeals regarding it are exhausted. That is, Nevada courts are not statutorily authorized to permit discovery, even if the requesting party can show good cause for it. Holy shit. That is a brutal fucking anti-SLAPP. To survive an anti-SLAPP motion, the plaintiff must show a probability of prevailing on the claim. Fuck me. Like,
That's pretty harsh.
This is nasty. Nevada's anti-SLAPP law includes a provision allowing the state attorney general or other governmental legal officer to defend or otherwise support the defendant. You guys should write a letter to the attorney general. We are but humble.
The attorney general probably knows Dauberson. He'd be like, Dauberson, what is this shit?
Yeah. The court will award...
That'd be an awkward court day for Dauberson.
The court will award attorneys' fees and costs and may award up to $10,000 in additional damages to a SLAPP defendant who prevails on a motion to dismiss. In addition, the Nevada anti-SLAPP law enables a successful defendant to file a SLAPP back lawsuit against the plaintiff to recover actual and punitive damages and the attorney's fees and costs of bringing the separate action. So, not a good choice.
No.
Nevada, that sounds like Nevada has one of the strongest anti-SLAPP laws in the entire United States. So
yeah, you have to prove you would have won without showing any evidence.
Right. Which I hate anti-SLAPP laws. I think they infringe on people's right to confront their accusers and stuff like that. But I mean, it exists, and ignoring that is not the smartest move. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
did not pick the right state to do this.
No. Well, the question is, of course, will Encyclopedia Dramatica or Stelmach file it in court? See,
we'll probably ignore him completely.
The real interesting thing would be filing the anti-SLAPP without a lawyer. Because, so normally you'd want to hire a lawyer to do an anti-SLAPP because you want to recover those attorney's fees, or you're going to recover the attorney's fees. You know what you guys should do? And I don't know if you have contact with...
This is not legal advice.
No, it's not. It's actually just a shot in the dark. But I don't know if you have contact with Jacob Stelmach, but to suggest that he contact Mark Randazza. Because Mark may... I'm not speaking for him, but if he can... Sometimes guys who take an anti-SLAPP case will take it on a contingency. Mark is licensed in Nevada, is a huge free speech advocate, has represented people like Alex Jones and stuff like that, and the the Stormfront guy or whatever. So like, it's
will be a welcomed addition to his beautiful repertoire. Like we would fit right in.
It's
We're
just
actually not as bad as anyone else that he's representing.
right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh, and Vox Day and Owen Benjamin as well. So, sometimes, and I don't know if they will, but sometimes they would take it on a contingent fee because they're going to get the fees out of the other person rather than having to get them out of you. And so that's one option. The other option is just filing the anti-SLAPP motion pro se, because you can recover up to $10,000 additional dollars in damage. You could say, look, I didn't have an attorney. I filed this on my own, but this is bullshit. Here's why. Now give me 10 grand.
That's exactly what I'm going to write. I'm typing what you're saying right now. This is going to be word for word.
Yeah, this is...
Your Honor, this is bullshit.
Your Honor, this is bullshit. This guy hates the colorids and the Jews. And I need $10,000 because I want to buy a used car. Birdman says, which is worse, Maddox's lawsuit or this? Maddox's, by far. I mean, this is bad, but Maddox's was actually missing.
Yeah, this is incompetent.
Right, Maddox's had additional chromosomes.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Well, this guy has not enough.
Yeah. Two sides of the same coin. Oh my God. So that's the lawsuit, man. That's good stuff. I like it. I'm very
Nick,
proud.
I'm going to prison. I'm glad you like it. I'm going to jail for calling him a manlet.
Yes.
I'm dead, Nick.
You're dead to me. I hope Kevin sees this and contacts me, because I would love to have him on a show to tell his side of the story. Right? I think that's...
I would also like to hear what he has to say for himself.
Yeah, that would be... I think the world wants to know. Plus, we got to know the real question. Is your hair real or fake now? Like, what is... is it... Did the transplants work, or did you get a wig?
I'm more concerned with, if he has transplants, why does he keep using anti-hair loss cream? And why, like, it can't work on hair plugs, and he keeps publicizing shit through his YouTube channel. But like, he's telling people, hey, listen, I'm using this cream and it's working perfectly, but your hair isn't real. You are misleading these poor bald people.
Do you think he puts brown food coloring in the hair cream? Because I think that would explain why he would keep using it, right? Because like, he just rubs like a bunch of cream and slicks down his hair and pretends that he is bald and black.
Then he flexes in front of the mirror and he has a cardboard cutout of that woman.
Yes.
That's where we got that picture. That's where we got that picture. That is the proof.
That's what happened.
He does that every day to feel good about himself, and he posted a picture online, and that's where we got it. That is him.
Yeah, that's
prove it, Kevin.
Prove that it was edited. Let's prove that's not a real picture. Oh my God, what a disaster. Well, hey, I've got a couple chats to read. But I was gonna. You're on the forefront of drama, right? Like, Encyclopedia Dramatica literally means drama. So I was kind of curious if you had any. What's funny in the world? Like, what's going on out there that is comedic? I mean, I know Cuties has produced a bunch of interesting people defending it. There's that. Did you see that guy like saying that the 11-year-old chicks were hot? Did you see that guy?
I did see that. That's a pretty unsettling film and unsettling individual.
Yeah.
Let's see, what have I been laughing at lately?
Right. Yeah, I'm curious. Did you have a refined comedic sense?
Okay, let me see. Let me just. You're really putting me on the spot here, but hold on.
I didn't mean to. This is one of those hard interview questions.
Hold on, I can. Let's see what we got here. I'm looking at the new pages on Encyclopedia Dramatica to know what is going on in the world.
Yeah, what even is funny, right?
Let's see, making fun of a porn star, Dr. Pizza.
Which porn star are you making fun of? Or are they making fun of, I should say?
They're making fun of someone called Susie Hunter. Let's see. A transsexual ex-porn star. That's great.
Okay, that's revolting.
An article about Karen. An article about Claudia Conway. Oh, QAnon. Frederick is still having his endless war against QAnon,
Who's
and he has been
Frederick?
able to, Frederick, who used to own 8chan before Jim Watkins essentially stole it from him and turned it into the QAnon website, and now they are in a continual war about it because Frederick wants that site taken down. You think he says that he's doing this because QAnon is dangerous and they will get people killed, but I believe that it is because his name is directly linked to it because it used to be 8chan and it is a pain in the ass for him. And that they're just at constant war with each other over this. It is never ending. They are suing each other. Frederick was able to prove that QAnon isn't real, that there is no spy in the government. It's all Jim Watkins pretending to be a person that doesn't exist, which is we all knew that's true, but it's nice to have proof. Let's see what else we got here. What have we got? They're still writing articles almost every day,
Is
but
there
they're also
is there one on Mia Khalifa?
Mia Khalifa. Let's see. I'm sure there is, but I don't think it's been
'Cause
updated recently.
she
Khalifa.
well, you know, she
Open
was
an
railing.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, she was recently. She opened an OnlyFans right after her giant campaign against the porn industry and pornography in general. And then I guess she realized that she wasn't making any money anymore, and so then she opened an OnlyFans to do her own pornography. I'm assuming.
It's pretty entertaining because someone just made an article about Mia Khalifa. That's interesting.
It was just
And
a
the
couple days
name-
ago.
A couple of days ago, and the name of the person who made the article, his username is Mia Khalifa fan.
What is it? What's it say? Is it safe to open on stream? I don't want to.
No, there's a picture of her tits.
Okay.
Let's see what it says. Mia Khalifa, aka Sarah A. O'Brien.
Her name is Sarah O'Brien?
Apparently, or maybe it's a pseudonym.
No.
Sarah A. O'Brien, Sarah Chamuon. This is just the start of an article. It's still not complete. Porn whore that wore a burqa, degrading Islam and the Quran, that went viral is a racist whore that's bitter she only got paid meth money, while Bang Bros makes millions off her pussy and asshole being broke for the whole world to see on video. Or being broken for the whole world to see on video. Yeah, that's a pretty accurate explanation of the situation.
Wait,
let's see, family.
So tell me what this attention says. Attention up top here. This loser is a lolcow and should be trolled to death in the usual fashion. Who's the loser?
Mia Khalifa. It's just an indication to article writers that it is worth to continue to edit this article. Just to make it clear to them.
I thought maybe it was talking about the article writer was a lolcow.
No.
So, okay.
No, although we do that sometimes. Quite often, actually.
So Sarah A. O'Brien, Sarah Chamoun porn whore.
Yeah.
So is this chick not even like Islamic or whatever? I don't know.
I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, no, she went online under the name of Mia Khalifa, so it's probably Sarah A. O'Brien.
So she has interesting family members. If you look up whore sisters Sabine Chamoun and whore mother Rima Chamoun, and whore Bonnie J. O'Brien and whore Antoon Boutros Chamoun, they're all internet attention whore gold diggers.
Wait a minute, isn't Chamoun an Indian last name?
Well, I learned from Al Brooks that India has like the second largest Muslim population in the world.
Oh, right. They can get rid of all of them after they made Pakistan.
Have you seen that movie, Searching for Comedy in the Muslim World?
I absolutely have not, but I'm assuming it's not a very successful search.
Oh, it's a joke. It's a joke movie. It's it's a mockumentary about Al Brooks being hired by the U.S. government to find out what makes Muslims laugh. And they send him to India because it's the second highest Muslim population in the world. And but apparently in India, sarcasm isn't like a common thing. And so he's sitting there like trying to do his Al Brooks sarcastic comedy to Indian Muslims, and it's just bombing like every single time. It's a really funny movie. You should if you like
I'll check it out.
if you like Al Brooks's comedy anyway, it's really fucking funny. So yeah, then there's her. So her page isn't that long, and they don't have her new
Yeah,
OnlyFans on here.
well, it's brand new, so it's still
Yeah.
under construction. As you can see at the top, it says this article is a stub. You can help by expanding it
Right.
if you would like.
That's is that where people always get the thing about like suicide or whatever where it says this is a stub you can help by expanding it?
No, the one on what you're thinking. No, what you're thinking of.
Yeah.
No, you're thinking of something else. You're thinking of Wikipedia pages like this is a list of every serial rapist. No, this is a partial list of serial rapists. You can help by expanding it.
Okay, so that's from actual Wikipedia. That's fantastic.
Yeah, but I think this is sort of a parody of that. But this has been on the website for many years, so I don't know what the origin of it is.
Sure. Oh man. So what about you said you like to make fun of Ethan Ralph. What do you make of like his he's been involved in some drama right over the past
Look, Ethan
months.
is always involved in some drama. I have been watching Ethan Ralph be fucking psychotic for about 6 years now, and it is the cycle repeats itself. He ingratiates himself with people on the internet for a while. Then someone annoys him, or he gets drunk, and he has a just drunken stupor where he goes completely insane, alienates his friends, pisses a bunch of people off, then comes back and exclaims to the internet that he is done being nice. He is done being friends with anyone. He is not being a pussy anymore. And then he picks more fights with people who didn't do anything for the mere acknowledgement of his ridiculousness. He blocks everyone. He threatens everyone. And then he calms down and people forget about it. And then they're friends with him again for a while. And he makes a show and like people enjoy his show. I will say that. Like, I don't hate Ethan Ralph. I don't like his show. Can't even say I really like him, but I like the fact that people enjoy his show. So I have no reason to want him to stop doing it or go away. But he does the show for a while and then he gets drunk again and he loses his mind again and the process repeats itself.
Sure.
And this happens every 3 to 6 months, more or less. And so far it has resulted in things like him opening an alt-right secret kitty fan club where he tries to dox people for not being right-wing enough during Gamergate, losing his AdSense and then doing this U-turn on his belief on trying to get people's advertisement banned. Like after he encouraged people to do that to gaming websites, he no longer supports it after someone did that to him. Punching a cop, but going completely drunk and almost getting into a fist fight with Andy Warski. He just every few months he will have a spiraling mental breakdown, and then he'll calm down and everything will be fine, and we'll just sit back and wait for him to do it again. That is it.
So with the recent stuff, obviously, I'm guessing you've been following the drama.
Oh, the recent stuff is pretty close to Encyclopedia Dramatica. He briefly dated one of our regular users, 80, and then they broke up, I believe. That was shortly after his wife dumped him, his fiance.
Right.
And then what exactly
what
set
I was
this
gonna
off?
what I was gonna ask you about was did you follow kind of the drama between him and the dad of Faith, Mr. Vickers?
I'm not following it closely. My understanding is that she is a mentally unwell woman and that she is 18 and he started dating her basically out of spite for everyone. And now he's gotten her pregnant out of spite for everyone. This is a lot worse than punching the police officer.
Yeah.
They're just pointing that out.
That I think I pretty much agree with. I was just curious if you had seen the stuff with Mr. Vickers, because I was curious your opinion on Mr. Vickers.
Mr. Vickers is the father, right?
Yeah, and he was having like for a while. I think it stopped with the pregnancy announcement, but for a while, he was having kind of a back and forth flame war on Twitter with Ralph, and it was like every time Ralph would do a show, Vickers would release like personal emails or messages between them and stuff like that. So I didn't know if you had any opinions on that guy.
My opinion is that it is unnecessary to release any private DMs or secret things about Ralph because he does that himself. He had, how did the porn tape get on the internet? Because he sent it to some guy who was streaming, and then the guy opened it during this. He sent it to Faith's ex-boyfriend while her ex-boyfriend was streaming. He sent her a tape of him having sex with her to sort of out of spite for him. He
Did you know anything about that ex-boyfriend guy? Have you followed that at all?
Again, I'm not following it closely.
You should
I just
for your own like, because you know, Ralph actions, which I am not a huge fan of right now, but those actions aside, that ex-boyfriend is, whew, that's that guy.
I'm curious, but I'm very busy working on my next Dennis Prager masterpiece.
Oh yeah, Prager's a much better target than that guy. But
the next video is how Dennis Prager is going to destroy the U.S. government with cum. So look forward to that.
Oh yeah, but if you get bored, you might want to look into that ex-boyfriend, because that guy's a weirdo too. It's like you know, I found this, and I'm sure you have too. It's like when you find one weirdo, there's a circle of weirdos, like a pool, right? It's like well, there's like a depression in reality, and
a support group essentially.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you picture a sidewalk, like when you get depressions in the sidewalk, there will be pools of water after it rains, and so this is like in a meta fabric of reality. There are depressions of reality where weirdos are, and they'll all kind of funnel into the same pit of sadness. And that's what seems to be hovering around that area. It's like how are you only interacting with degenerate people?
Well, I'm only but I'm doing that too. I'm literally on the Encyclopedia Dramatica forums regularly, so I have no place to judge.
There's being in the puddle, right, as like a water droplet, and then
there's being standing outside peeing into it.
Well, I was gonna go with the analogy of like the kid with the rain boots on jumping in the puddles and laughing, but
no, mine's better.
Peeing into it is maybe more appropriate. Oh my god, yeah. So it's I was just curious if you'd been following that, but it doesn't sound like you're following it too closely.
Not closely, no.
Yeah.
Maybe I will later. I'll look it up.
Right now, what's interesting you though is Prager, huh? What about
these videos are really hard to edit, so that's what I'm doing all day long.
What about Jerry Falwell? Have you followed that thing at all?
I honestly don't even know who that is. I just know the name.
Okay, so Jerry Falwell Jr. was the president of Liberty University in the U.S., which is like the conservative super college. It's like, aha, this is the one school that's not suffering from liberal indoctrination or whatever. And you know, like Rush Limbaugh, Glenn Beck, those Mark Levin, those guys all had ads for it. Well, Jerry Falwell Jr., his wife was apparently having an affair for like 8 years with this guy.
Wait! I need to ask a question. Was she having an affair with a mahogany sun god?
No, he's not a mahogany sun god. No. He's more like I believe he is a Latino pool boy turned realtor or something.
A Latino caramel god.
So
I see.
And allegedly she would be having naked Skype sessions with him, and like Jerry Falwell was in the background, like peeking around the door, like watching in. Very funny stuff.
Literal cuckoldry, nice.
Yeah, and again, from a paragon of like conservative education, right? Like Jerry Falwell Sr. was the guy that Hustler magazine was making fun of because he was a televangelist, and then he sued Hustler magazine and lost, and that's partly why we have some of the defamation law that we do. And so then to have Junior, you know, kind of turn out this way has been a pretty big embarrassment. It's great. It's delicious.
Sounds fascinating.
Well, I've got some super chats to read, and then we can wrap up the show. Unless there's anything specific you wanted to talk about, I don't want to.
No, I woke up early for this, so I'm gonna go back to sleep soon.
I'm so jealous of you. Okay, well let's do the chats, and then we'll wrap up. Okay, so
Right.
Chengiz Khan says, "Oh, I remember this jackass now. That was a great show when you first showed him spurging in your DMs. I would love if he becomes as obsessed with you as much as Ron, so we can have Kevin versations." I doubt it. I doubt it. Mercenary X says, "Hi, Easy Peasy. Big fan of you and E semicolon R. Anyway,
yeah,
Nick,
I am not ER.
he said you and and
Yeah,
ER.
I know.
So,
I just a running gag that people can't tell us apart.
oh, okay.
Just
Gotcha.
pointing that out.
Anyway, Nick, yesterday I said over PPP that he is wrong about wanting to get rid of anything that remotely depicts porn of anything. I stand by it, but Rebecca Sugar, I agree with denying her. She pushes her stuff to kids. Ask Easy Peasy. Who's Rebecca Sugar?
Rebecca Sugar is the creator of the show Steven Universe.
Oh, that shit is terrible. You were heavy into that for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I made some videos about it. I still need to make a video about how the series concluded, but that'll take a while. I'm busy with Dennis Prager right now.
You know what?
Look, I want to comment on this. I'm not sure if it's accurate to say if we're talking about porn, I don't think it's accurate to say that she pushes her stuff to kids. But before becoming a cartoon creator, she did have a blog where she would draw porn, sometimes of underage characters. Very little of it survived. There's a picture of Ed, and Eddie having sex, and
what the fuck?
Yeah, and another drawing of some furry characters I don't recognize having sex, but there is a website called the Webcomic Overlook, I believe, who did a review of one of her webcomics back in the day, and he basically links to her blog, which suggests that she had an entire blog purely for drawing weird, gross porn, and she's deleted it completely, but there used to be quite a lot of it.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, no one saved it because she wasn't famous at the time. There is no porn in Steven Universe, obviously, but there are a bunch of pretty creepy people there. Like another one of the people who works on the show also drew really gross Ed, and Eddie porn. I got an email from someone.
Who's drawing Ed, and Eddie porn? Like what? Where do you
lonely women, very lonely women.
Why do you even get there? I don't understand that. Like I used to occasionally end up watching Ed, and Eddie because it came on after something else I watched. I wasn't really that big of a fan of the show, but like just hearing that there's pornography of it makes me ill.
Not only pornography, but that two people working in the animation industry bonded over drawing that pornography together as friends and are now making children's cartoons. Pretty weird stuff. Like the entire crew is very weird. Like every time I learn something new about someone who works on Steven Universe, it's a headache. And I find it particularly hilarious that Ian Jones Quarty, who is now married to Rebecca, just briefly before they got married, also got accused by a bunch of women in the animation industry of being a sexual harasser. Like you cannot get away from this. If you work in cartoons, sooner or later someone will accuse you of raping them. It is inescapable.
You know those
like I don't even
Oh, go ahead.
I don't even believe it. Like Quarty's from people who know him, they say that he's a pretty nice guy. Like it's hard to believe. I think like basically it is, if you work there, someone will find a reason to accuse you of sexual harassment.
I think it's that industry, comics, anime, stuff like that. Right now, people are seeing an opportunity to accuse people who've been in the industry for a long time and have established positions and get them out. And they think that opportunity will open up properties that they're working on. Like at Marvel, for example, like if you can get rid of the guy doing Spider-Man or whatever, maybe you can do Spider-Man. And then that's going to be much better than your like transracial superhero that no one buys.
But I'll tell you what, in cartoons, it is not entirely accurate because the big name cartoons are basically immune. There's no stopping them. No matter how much people hate them, you cannot get rid of them. John Crispolucci, like Everyone knows he's a pedophile. Everyone has always known he's a pedophile. He would go around and show people in his office like the child porn that he jerks off to. And now they're rebooting Ren and Stimpy, and of course they're gonna have to pay him royalties for that shit.
Yeah.
So if you have been in the cartoon industry long enough, they will let you get away with literally anything.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Do you know those desk clackers, right? It's like a little stand and they're the steel balls that hang and they clack, clack, clack.
Yeah,
back and
yeah,
forth.
yeah.
Do you think if the two people who made Ed, Ed, and Eddie porn and bonded over it, if they bonded over a double-sided noose and then jumped off the same like tree, if they would clack back and forth as they landed for a while?
You know, not enough people, but there are other very creepy people with, I feel like a bit of a pedophilic tendency working on that show. Maybe if they all got hung together, then the little thing would work.
That would be good. We need to figure out how to make that, encourage that to occur. Bad Dragonite says, "You're fat, Nick. Sorry that was mean. I'm just salty that I found out you had a secret mahogany sun god boyfriend yesterday." Crusader Saracen says, according to Google search, Mia Khalifa was raised as a Lebanese Catholic, of which there is actually a significant and very ancient population dating back to the Roman Empire. Evidently, somewhere down the line, her Christian upbringing failed. That's an understatement right there. Bad Vibe says, "Why don't sharks eat lawyers? Professional courtesy." Only Senpai says, "Hey, Nick, raising a glass to the grifters tonight." Hey, back at you. We'll be sending a bottle, so keep an eye out. Ooh, thank you. Missed the PPP stream and was wondering if you think it's worth a listen or if he behaved like last time. No, we had a very largely civil conversation for 5 hours. I think it was fine. There was one spot that got a little weird, and we kind of ironed that out, so it's not a big deal now. I thought that part of the video, he came across looking very badly, and I don't know if that was the beer or whatever, but it's water under the bridge to me. I don't really care. No One Important says, "Never again with PPP, please. That was painful." Especially with you playing nice. It was so unlike you and unsettling. I am nice. I let people talk and express their opinions. I don't have to agree with them. Honkamania 117 says, Hava Nagila, Venesimena. I'm not very good at pronouncing.
Yeah, thank you.
You're right.
Thank you,
I don't pronounce Semitic very well. Easist Donic Dom says, "Baldlets, when will they learn?" Ryan Gordon says, "Can you get a hold of Bradley Martin and cover his case California is filing against him? I believe it involves his gym." Who's Bradley Martin? Is that big ass dude on YouTube? Like, I mean literally like a big monstrous muscular dude. I think I've watched a couple of his videos. They're pretty funny. Todd Howard says, "Ooga booga, Maddox bald." So put that in Skyrim too. Gawker's Death Rattle says, "Leet, Haxor, and Nick Rekieta are synonymous." Thank you. Matt K says, "So to get noticed on the show, all you have to do is threaten to sue Nick in Twitter DMs and spout a bunch of random crap." Got it. Yep. Matt K says, "Arapahoe County, Colorado. That's my county and state." You live right by this guy. I mean, within, probably a 30-mile radius. So go get some professional training from him and pull on those lovely transplanted locks. Bad Vibe says, "Does Encyclopedia Dramatica have an entry for Rekieta?" Ooh.
No, not yet.
It's coming.
Yeah. We just need to stop being so lazy and write it. But eventually, sooner or later.
There is a video of me, though. There is a video of me, but there's not an official entry.
No, unfortunately, no.
Samurai Zenji says, "The CEO of Whole Foods basically said the world is getting fat, downright calling everyone fat. But now the CEO of Whole Foods is just Jeff Bezos because he bought it. He bought the Whole Foods." Did you do you follow video game stuff at all?
I don't play video games. I follow it vaguely.
Okay. I was just curious if you had any thoughts on Microsoft buying Bethesda. Or
No,
well,
no
they
thoughts on
bought
that, sorry.
they bought ZeniMax, the parent company of Bethesda. Okay, never mind.
Mm.
Alien 797 says, "What are the griftiest? We are the griftiest of the grift. Grift for the grift gods." Hey, thank you. Ice Cold Ombre says, an entitled female Twitch streamer, or in entitled female Twitch streamer voice. Fuck me, says, I'm sorry, but if you can afford to order a PS5, then I think you can donate a little more than $5. Yeah. Are you familiar with Invader V?
Is that the girl who got angry at people for not giving her enough money?
Yeah, that was the chick right there. God, that was brilliant.
Yeah, that was.
Batgoat says, "You're our Griff King daddy." Thank you. Jared Martinez says, "EZPZ is a homo."
Wow, that is rude. That is very rude. I am a heterosexual mahogany sun god, so I do not appreciate that, and you will be sued.
You will be sued. And then he will also establish a Chaz right on top of your house. Celia says, "Been a while since I've been able to watch your show, so I'm glad you have Easy Peasy on. After that Spurg from last night, he's a lot more interesting."
Thank you.
Do you guys have an entry on PPP, People's Populist Press?
Oh, you know what? I don't know. It's hard to know off the top of my head all 13,000 articles.
You don't have encyclopedic knowledge of Encyclopedia Dramatica?
Hold on. Let me see if anything pops up. Let's see. People's Populist Press. It appears we still do not have that article ready.
Oh, okay. That's a guy. I had him on the show last night.
I know who that is, but we
okay.
can't cover everything all the time. It's a process.
No, I was kind of curious, but no, that's interesting. Okay. Eclipse Warlord says the first Europeans to explore Nevada were Spanish. Nevada comes from the Spanish Nevada, meaning snow covered. Well, that is the origin of Nevada. Automata says, "Nick, you do know you got to run that Kevin statement by Drexel the next time he's on stream, right?" Yes, Thursday will be that stream. Angry Baneling says, "Anna Karabachev's number is in there somewhere." I'm sure you can contact the office of Doberstein Law and find Anna Karabachev and give her a call and tell her to open Bob's and Vagine. Mario Carter 13 says, "His accounts, like his hair, here today, gone tomorrow." And Gawker's Death Rattle says, human collisions are highly elastic and would disperse energy quickly. You need inelastic collisions. Solution, dip them in molten metal first. Yes, thank you for bringing the physics to my human pedo clacker idea. And then finally, Rod Broward says, "Are you guys looking forward to buying Skyrim re-release on the Xbox Series X?" I know I am. I don't know if they're going to re-release it because in Microsoft right now, if you buy it on one platform, you have it on both. So maybe you won't have to if you already own it.
The ultimate goal is to sell everything as a physical copy and then just use it as shingles on your roof. Every copy of Skyrim, just have enough to cover your entire roof. That's the plan.
Yeah, I think you're right. I can't wait till they make Skyrim Enhanced Edition. So we can buy it again with slightly better graphics one more time, and the modding community can start over from scratch again.
Todd, I need a copy of Skyrim Enhanced Edition for my microwave, please.
They need it on those refrigerators. You know, the fridges with the big giant...
Oh, yeah.
If you can't play Skyrim on your Android-powered refrigerator, what the fuck can you even play it on?
Get on it, Todd.
Morty J says, "Hi, Nick and Easy. Hope y'all are having a good evening. Nick, I actually enjoyed the PPP stream, but I gotta say, I had an oh no moment when PPP said you lie to your clients and saw your demeanor drastically change." Yeah, because I don't lie to my clients, and that's just, that was a frustrating... That was a bad couple minutes in there that I think he might have been trying to do something else and it fell flat. But all right, man. Well, that's the chats for the evening. Did you want to say anything, plug anything, tell anybody to watch or do anything?
Yeah, I'll plug this. Everyone, go to the Encyclopedia Dramatica forums. Join us. I promise we will not dox you for no reason. We've stopped doing that because it drives away all our users. So you're free. If you are any sort of social reject or degenerate, please come to our forum so we can laugh at you. It's currently at hold on, I'll tell you the URL.
Mhm.
We changed the URL of our forum. It's malhub.com, malhub.com. There's a story why our URL for the forum is different, but I won't get into that now.
Malhub.com. It's not
Mal,
Encyclopedia Dramatica.wiki. Oh,
no,
you're saying the forum.
the forum.
Okay,
It used to
so
be. It
yeah.
used to have the same URL, but there has been a weird issue.
Okay. So go to malhub.com. Do you want me to put that in the description, or do you want me to put like a link to your YouTube channel or anything in there?
Either one. I'm fine with either one.
I could put them both in there. I have
All right, sure.
I have the character limit available.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
All right, guys, check out EZPZ on YouTube. Literally, go watch the Prager video. Go watch the 600-Pound Life with Tuba's video. They're both fantastic. Go watch the other content as well. Easy, thank you for coming on. If you want to hang out for just a minute,
for having me on. Yeah,
I like to say goodbye in private. So,
go ahead.
To the stream, I will be over on Twitch in just a few minutes. We can watch some silly movie. I'm thinking Star Chaser: The Legend of Orin tonight. Come watch it with us. It's American animation from the 80s, and it is politically incorrect and beautiful, and it has plenty of robot sexual harassment as well. So come do that. Other than that, I will not be streaming tomorrow night, most likely. So I will see you guys probably on Monday. Have a good night, guys. Peace.